Saturday afternoon to Johnson Hall here on the Kirkwood Community College campus, the home of the Kirkwood Eagles, as we join you for the 19th annual Rivalry Saturday, which is underway. Got going at 9:15 this morning as we get ready for game number 4 and our first game here on CRMLiveSports.com, as it will be the Battle of Marion. It'll be the Marion Wolves taking on the Linn-Mar Lions. Great to have you aboard, and welcome. Scott Unash, Coach Steve Dozer with you. And the first of 3 today, the first of back-to-back games we'll have for you here from Johnson Hall. This game between the Wolves and the Lions, followed up by Mt.Vernon and Maquoketa coming up in just a little bit. And then later on tonight, we're hoping at about 8:30, we will have for you the nightcap. Number 1 in 1A, Northland taking on number 2 in 4A, Clear Creek Amana. But before we get to that, we got to get through the first 2, and that includes Marion and Linn-Mar. And you were involved in a few of these, right, Steve?
Yeah, these were great. And sometimes back in the day, it was at the Five Seasons. They called it the Five Seasons Center as well. So just a different atmosphere for kids, and a little bigger court, and it's just a little different vibe, which I think is really great. And I believe this is year 19 for this, and Scott Monk and his crew have done an amazing job to keep girls basketball at the forefront. Yep,
and 19 of these, and would have been 20, but COVID got canceled out, of course. But we will take 19 of them, and another banner set of games here today at Johnson Hall. Let's keep you updated on what's happened so far today. It got started this morning with Cascade, and good to see Mike Sconsa back on the bench. He's got a daughter playing now as a freshman. That's cool to see. And Cascade beat Springville today 61-32. Then the best game we've had so far today, it was Monticello coming back to beat Maquoketa Valley 45-38. And in the just completed game, defending at state champion at 3A and number 1 rated Esterville Lincoln Central pulled away late to beat 14th rated in 4A Western Dubuque by a score of 52-33. We've got Marion and Linn-Mar coming up, followed by Mt.Vernon and Maquoketa. Then what should be a dandy in 5A at 5:10, defending state champ Pleasant Valley taking on Scott DeYoung and Ankeny Centennial. You've got number 1 defending champion at 2A, Dyke New Hartford taking on very highly thought of Solon with Callie Levine. And then we'll be back with the nightcap at about 8:30 tonight, Northland taking on Clear Creek Amana. As we welcome you into the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show, brought to you by Jersey Mike's and their 2 locations in Cedar Rapids, Marion, the Fountains on the northeast side, and on the east end of Marion at the corners of highways 151 and 13. And coming soon to the Westdale area, Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Very, very good.
Yes.
Indeed. And there was a time, Marion and Linn-Mar, it was Linn-Mar dominated. Then it became Marion dominated. They took a few years off. And now they are back playing one another between the Wolves and the Lions. Both teams won their openers earlier on this week. Marion, back on Monday night, beat Dyersville Beckman. Beckman, of course, now in the River Valley Conference, beat them by 14. And then Linn-Mar, in a low-scoring affair, knocked off a pretty good Bettendorf team on Tuesday night in their home opener.
Yeah, and, I was talking to Chad Tompkins, coach for Linn-Mar, and he just said, he just said it's that first game and just scoring was tough. He just said both teams played good defense, but he just said it was just tough getting the ball in the hole. And he said second half got a lot better, and he's hoping today he sees a lot better of that going on as well.
Well, you've got Linn-Mar trying to get things rolling again after losing their 2 star guards, Zoe Kennedy from a year ago, as well as Brunson. They are both graduated and have moved on, and it's a young team. Certainly for the Linn-Mar Lions, but Tessa Casebolt back, Ellie Daubenmeyer back, Drea Kern, who was a 6th player last year, coming off the bench. She is a starter now. Of course, big brother Davis getting things rolling for the boys team coming up next week. So Linn-Mar's got firepower, and a lot of people think the Lions can put things together this year.
Yeah, I think so. And, you do. You lose the guard court, and sometimes that's the thing. I think Chad said, when you need a bucket, you have Brunson or you have Zoe Kennedy, that'll step up or want to make that, offensive play. And right now he said, we'll be looking for that. And he said scoring is going to be kind of, one we'll have to figure out this year, and that go-to player maybe that they need a bucket. And And then on the other side with Marion, you lose Ella Bach instead. I mean, that's a big loss for them. Big post.
4-yard starter.
Yeah, she really, and Scott, we saw her get better every year, and so that's going to be a loss for them. And the last Rice, is done at Marion. So yeah, they both lost 2 key players, and it'll be interesting. I think they're both just going to be hopefully trying to find their way and just kind of see what team they develop into this year.
Well, for Marion, they're playing a little shorthanded. As well. Harlow Griffin, their very highly thought of freshman, 5'10 freshman, is out today. Another one of their top players, Addison Dabrowski, is also not going to play. So Henry Martinson's kind of dealing with a short deck here to start the season.
A little bit, and that just makes depth even more of an issue, I think, right now and early on. And he's hoping one of the 2 kids get back here in the next couple of weeks or sooner. So let's hope for the best for that.
Well, you mentioned we had the last of the Rices. We have the last of the Van Weldens this year with Mila Van Welden.
Yes.
The 5'9 senior. And, of course, the third of the Van Welden girls to go through Marion. And it's a Marion team that's probably right now doesn't have a big superstar, but going to get a lot of contributions from all 5.
Yeah, they will. And that's the thing that, I was talking to Coach Martinson. He just said, the Dyersville game was the best I've seen our kids, move that ball and disperse it and share it. He said, that's the best I've seen our team share the basketball. So he said, we have to do that. And he said they're doing that right now. So that's a really big positive early on for them.
It is. Marion and Linn-Mar going at it here as we come your way from Johnson Hall on the Jersey Mike's pregame show. Take a break, come back, have some more pregame for you from Rivalry Saturday here at Kirkwood when we come back here on CRM Live Sports. At Jersey Mike's, we've offered a sub above since 1956. It starts with bread, fresh baked in our stores every day, topped with quality meats, cheeses, and ingredients, sliced and grilled right in front of your eyes. And don't forget to add the juice, the red wine vinegar and olive oil blend that gives a Jersey Mike's subs its exquisite zing. Stop in and visit Jersey Mike's 2 metro locations, in the Fountains on the northeast side and on the east end of Marion near the corner of Highways 151 and 13, and coming soon to the Westdale area. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Looking for the best in commercial and residential flooring? At Schumacher Carpets and More, it's the little things that count. Family owned since 1987, the professionals at Schumacher have what you're looking for. Whether it is carpet, luxury vinyl plank, ceramic, laminate, or wood, their personal service and quality products set Schumacher apart in the flooring industry. Famous for a relaxed and pressure-free shopping experience, let the experts at Schumacher Carpets and More break down your options with just a simple conversation. Call, visit, or request an online quote from their website today. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time. Back with you at Johnson Hall as we get ready for our first of 3 here from the 19th annual Rivalry Saturday as Marion and Linn-Mar set to go at it. And let's take a look at some of the keys to this afternoon's ball game. They're brought to you by the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council. Visit them online at cricbt.org. Representing 18 building trade unions up and down the corridor, and apprenticeships are available again at cricbt.org. things you're looking for today.
Yeah, well, for Linn-Mar, key for them is going to be transition defense. Linn-Mar Marion likes to get out and run, especially on Dyersville. They were able to do that, so they want to make sure they're aware of that and get back on transition D. You know, the other thing for them is take care of the basketball and be able to defend, and especially, Marion likes to attack a little bit and with help side. And for Marion, keys to them tonight is they need to move the ball again. They're going to, Linn-Mar does such a great job. They got to really move that ball in offense and then knock down some open shots. And then the other thing they need to do is win second chance points.
So those are the keys, brought to you by the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council. And then another situation to take a look at, and you have this when you have different classes going up against one another like we have here in this game between Marion. Not that 4A and 5A is a big difference, but we watch the MVC night in and night out in girls basketball. It's a more physical league. How much is going to get called? That's always something that's very key in these games.
It is, and I remember when we'd play teams when we were at Prairie, and you jump and play, different team, maybe lower level, and you got different officials. It's different officiating, and it is physical. And that's a lot of coaches will say, especially their first year, maybe in the MVC as a coach, they'll say, I didn't realize how physical the league is. And that's, you hear more and more about it. And I don't know what that is, but it seems like each level from 1A to 5A, the physicality goes up, or letting whatever they let go, or however you want to say it, goes up. So it's, MVC is definitely more physical, and your team's got to adapt.
Crowd continues to file in throughout the day.
Tonight.
Yeah, not too bad. And just had Esterville Lincoln Central, as we mentioned, the defending champs in 3A. Haley Stokes is worth the price of admission. Went over 1,000 points today. They had a little announcement.
After 3 years, though.
Well, that's true. You and I are still working on that.
Yeah, that's counting warm-ups.
For how many years it's been.
Right.
We won't say exactly, but just a tremendous basketball player. And Esterville Lincoln Central play about 6, but they are very, very difficult. And will be again, and they are number 1 in Class 3A and favored to win for a reason. Both these teams kind of picked probably in the middle of their respective leagues and divisions as far as the WAMAC and the MVC are concerned. So you'd rather be 2-0 than 1-1, right, Steve?
Yeah, you'd rather, definitely. And, these are good times. I like that they play this matchup early in the season. If you're Marion, you kind of want to see where you're at against a little bigger, maybe more physical team. And then, for Linn-Mar, you got new players coming in. So, again, these early games, especially at an off-site where it's not at your home site, I think is a neat opportunity for kids. And it's good to play these games here at Kirkwood.
Starting lineups are going to look like this afternoon for the Marion Wolves and head coach Henry Martinson. They come in at 1-0, the win over Beckman back on Monday night. They will go with the Heinrichs, Mallory Heinrich, 5'8", and a senior at 1 along with Maddie Pavelka, 5'9", and a junior. They both got quite a bit of playing time a year ago, as well as Jenna Heinrich, the 6-foot senior wearing number 5. Mila Van Welden, 5'9", and a senior, has signed on to play college basketball next year. And Natalie McAllister will be at a guard. McAllister, a 5'5" senior wearing number 3. For the Linn-Mar Lions, 1-0 in the year. They beat Bettendorf on Tuesday nights at Linn-Mar. They will go with Drea Kern at 1 guard, 5'6", and a sophomore, number 22. Very good outside shooter. Also, Maddie Blanford, a 5'6" sophomore, will get her second start of her career at a guard. Emma Dirks, 5'6", and a junior, number 21. They will comprise the guard corps. And up front, it'll be Ellie Dobbenmeyer, 5'9", and a senior. Starter a year ago, along with Tessa Casebolt, the 5'11" senior, the terrific soccer player. And Casebolt, one of the better defenders that you're going to see. And it's going to be interesting to see who Chad Tompkins, the head coach of the Lions, will give the defensive assignment to Casebolt to guard. It might be Van Welden, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I would guess Van Welden. And think about, first game out of the chute, Casebolt has 10 rebounds. Does that shock you? She had 6 assists. Doesn't shock me either. She does so many little things well that aren't in the score, from scoring.
So the Wolves are going to be designated as a visiting team here this afternoon. They're going to be in their Road red, brand new uniforms this year for Henry Martinson.
Oh, I like
kind
it.
of a darker red this year.
Well, it's almost like Stanford.
for the Wolves, with Marion across the front in white and the double white stripes around the uniforms. And for the Linn-Mar Lions, they will be in their home whites with the red and black trim and the red numbers trimmed in black. And no rest for Chad Tompkins, goes right from defensive coordinator for Tim Lovell's football team right into the girls basketball season.
Yeah, and he said as soon as the season was over, he was sicker than a dog, had to lock himself in the room for 5 days. So, but yeah, that's quite a task to be the defensive coordinator at high school.
Yeah, you don't see that very often anymore. Coaches double dipping like that, back to back especially.
It's hard. It's hard. I mean, it's a lot. Football especially. They start in July and and you end in, end of October, early March, and go right into basketball. But boy, that's it's a lot of months.
Yes, it is. All right, just about set to get this one underway. Travis Fuller, Mike Bonwell, two of your officials. I must say I do not know the third.
No, I didn't recognize him either.
But did a good job a little bit earlier on in the Esterville-Lincoln Central game, their win against Western Dubuque. Our first half brought to you by Spinal Corrective Center, PC. Doctors Kuehl and Kretzinger delivering state-of-the-art chiropractic care for athletes and their entire family. Online at spinalcc.org, and you can give them a call at 393-3996 as they are in the River Ridge Executive Plaza on the northeast side of Cedar Rapids. We are set to go. Case Bolt will tip it up against Jenna Heinrichsey, and the tap is controlled by the Lions. They'll go to the basket to our left here in the first half. Johnson Hall, a 94-foot court. You got to keep that in mind. You got 5 more feet to travel on both sides. Dobbenmeyer crossover, drives right baseline, left the running layup short, and rebounded out of there by McAllister. Smallest player on the floor gets the first rebound for the Wolves.
Yeah, and she's a feisty one, too. She does all the little things and just constant movement.
Van Welden on the drive and drew the foul on the leaner. And it's going to be Dobbenmeyer picking up Van Welden. And a quick early foul on the Linn-Mar senior.
Well, and Mila likes to drive all the time. You got to think, how do I want to defend her? And you got to almost take a half a step because the first thing she wants to do is get to the rim.
First free throw up and good. Marion on the board first. The senior with the second one, no good, but the chase, and it goes to Marion as Pavelka came away with it, and the Wolves will try it again. Straight up man-to-man for Linn-Mar. The two number ones on defending one another. Van Welden guarded Dobbenmeyer. Bounce to Heinrichsey. She'll turn and fire the three. Almost banked it in, no good, and the deep rebound picked back up by the Wolves. It's going to be their third chance at it.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Tompkins, you can't be pleased with those. Those are hustle rebounds.
Heinrichsey to Van Welden. Crossover dribble, now goes behind the back. Up top to McAllister, over in the wing. Nice head and shoulder fake. The running layup won't go off the drive, and it's fought for, and Linn-Mar's got it underneath. Here come the Lions with Kern. Drea Kern. Expect a lot of improvement. Not that she had a bad freshman year, but I think she's just going to be one that's going to get better and better.
And they're going to count on her, too. That's the difference, too. She's got to know that.
Maddie Blandford, guarded by Van Welden. Linn-Mar with that perimeter offense right now. Down to 10 on the shot clock.
Yeah, they like to do that read and react offense, and they did a lot last year, and you're going to see more of it this year.
Blandford for three, but took a step and a hop beforehand, and that will be a turnover against the Lions.
Yeah, the quick shuffle step. We see a lot of that.
It's interesting, the different officiating you see in a one-day tournament like this. Some will call some things.
That's exactly right. Some will, some won't.
And some won't. McAllister going one-on-one, goes behind the back with it, leaves it for Van Welden. Pavelka reverses it over to Mallory Heinrichsey, to the cutter. Van Welden, lane up good. It'll count the foul. Nice cut down the lane.
Yep, good cut, and they spread the ball out, little 5 out on that, and nice cut, and good finish by Mila. Indiana, that's the uniform.
They do look like the Hoosiers, don't they?
Indiana Hoosiers.
Van Welden for the three-point play, and got it. And she's got all the points right now for the Wolves, and it's a 4-0 lead for Marion. Just underway here from Rivalry Saturday 19, and there's a block on the other end on McAllister as Kern went baseline.
Yeah, McAllister's just aggressive. She's just always moving, always aggressive, and sometimes you got to back it down just a channel.
Team foul number 1. You shoot on 5 now each quarter. We started that this year. That's the rule change. Kern on the dribble drive all the way in. Runner good. It's going to count a foul. See, Kern, that's going to be the difference from last year to this year.
Yep, and they're spreading things out too.
And McAllister picks up 2 quick ones for Marion. Got one more free throw upcoming.
Trying to move the cameraman. and I agree with that. You're not in a safe area. Kids want to take the ball out. How do they even run the floor, you know?
3-point play gets Linn-Mar on the board as it's now 4-3. 5.5 to play here in the opening quarter from Johnson Hall. Heinrichs kicks it out, left wing 3. It's going to be short. Weak side rebound. Good block out there by Emma Dirks. And Linn-Mar with the basketball looking for the lead.
Yeah, good block out. Let Tessa Casebolt get that ball, do a great block out.
And Kern draws the foul on Grace Whalen, who just checked in. McAllister went out with the 2 fouls. Whalen in. And that will be the first on the 5'6" sophomore.
You know, and both teams got to watch fouls. Both depth is an issue for both teams, so you got to really be careful.
Off the inbound, the drive, and the high scooping layup goes for Maddie Blandford. And back comes Linn-Mar with 5 straight, and it's 5-4, and the high lob pass to the post goes out of bounds.
But there's that transition defense Coach Tompkins talked about, because, you know, Marion loves to get that ball out and go, and Linn-Mar did a good job that time getting back.
So the Lions with 5 straight, looking for more. Drea Kern picked up by Whalen, circles left, leaves it for Dobbenmeyer, who can hit that 3-pointer. Blandford turns it down. Dirks in the head and shoulder fake. Left free throw line, spinning, cut off by Heinrichs. Down to 12 in the shot clock. 2-man game. Inside to Dirks, and we're going to have a 3-second violation. Someone camping in the paint that time.
Yeah, you know, both teams are kind of playing a similar offense. A little 5 out, a little read and react, and you know, defensively you got to adjust to that, because a lot of cutters and a lot of times a lot of fouls.
5-4. Maddie Pavelka between the circles. They work it right side to Van Welden. See if they get her off the clear out. Whalen holds it high overhead. Circles right. Pavelka in the high post. Dirks coming out on her. Slaps the ball away. It's loose on the deck, and it's going to be a scramble for it. Still loose by the center line. And
ooh, that's close.
Picked back up by the Wolves. 3 on the shot clock. Van Welden's going to have to fire it up, and the runner is short. And here comes Linn-Mar the other way. Long up court pass, and Whalen almost got the steal, but broke it up out of bounds. A 5-4 lead for Linn-Mar as we're over halfway here in the first quarter. From Johnson Hall here on the Kirkwood campus. Kern spinning her way left free throw line. Hands it back now. On the drive, Blandford, stop and go. Takes it down the baseline, goes cross court, step back, turning it down to Dirks. High arching 3, front iron short. And Pavelka the rebound for Marion.
Yeah, there goes Marion. Even Pavelka going to bring the ball down, get it going.
Marion scored the first 4. Linn-Mar came back with 5, and that's where we're at. Heinrichs starting to drive right of the lane, kicks it out. Van Welden nails the 3.
Boy, she's on fire to start.
She's got all 7. And it's 7-5 Wolves. 3 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Blandford far hash mark. Holds it off the clear out. Going to drive on Van Welden. Took her baseline. Cross court. Dirks. Left corner 3 won't go. And the deep rebound to Van Welden. 1-on-1. Takes a crossover on the drive. One more collapses. So they'll set it up to Pavelka on the skip pass. Her 3 is way off. Van Welden, the offensive board. The hook runner won't go. And the rebound out of there to Linn-Mar as Casebolt gets it. Lions looking for the tie. Dobbenmeyer puts it on the floor. Spins in. Hooks the pass out top. 20 in the shot clock. Back it comes to
good
the
block.
cutter, Dobbenmeyer.
Boy, great block by Heinrichs.
who waited for it, baited her, and got the block. Pavelka gonna back her way in on the block, got doubled, kicks it out. Van Welden left wing three, no good on the line driver, and it's saved in by Heinrichs. Subs getting ready to come in for both teams. High lob passed down on the block to Casebolt.
Out of bounds, Linn-Mar.
Yep. Gonna go to Marion. Third Lion turnover.
Boy, team, it's got this style of play. Both of them are very similar. They want to push the ball, and when you don't have a lot of depth right now early on, both teams are trying to build that. These are tiring games, or you have to find out, do we have that kid who can come in and play a little bit? And when you have this kind of pace, they'll find out.
Emily Coranda into the ball game for Linn-Mar, 5'7" and a junior. Her first appearance. Lions played 7 in that Bettendorf game to start the year. Heinrichs right at the key, 3 short, and rebounded by Linn-Mar. Dovenmeyer's got it. Quickly up to the other end. Coranda looking inside. They work the triangle. Nice give and go, but the scoop layup is short.
Well, it's a beautiful give and go.
Everything was good except the shot.
Didn't go.
Wolves by 2 as McAllister playing with 2 fouls back into the game for Henry Martinson. Good lob down on the block. Block to block pass. Shot won't go by Heinrichs. Marion gets it back. Fall away from the baseline left won't go. Back it comes to the Wolves for a 3. That's short. Finally, Linn-Mar with a rebound with Kern. Here comes Dre on the run. One-hand push pass. Dovenmeyer thought about it. Now takes the 3 and came up short. Under a minute here in the first. 7-5. A lot of action, not a lot of scoring. Whalen puts it on the floor, drives in, got doubled, leaves it for Heinrichs. Circles into the lane. Gets it back over to Jenna from Mallory. To Whalen, top of the key. 15 on the shot clock. Heinrichs to the corner. Pavelka, open 3, won't go. And Kern another rebound, shot clock off. And here comes Linn-Mar up ahead to Casebolt. Can't get the left-hand layup to go. And see, Marion will go for 1. Nope. Pavelka will spin, puts up the follow-away 10-footer, rimming and good.
Boy, she needed that too. She's been working hard, and especially on the offensive end, trying to post up. So good for her to get a couple in.
Half-court heave off the window, no good, and we are at the end of 1. After the first quarter, it is Marion 9, Linn-Mar 5, and we'll be back to Johnson Hall after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Whether you need long-term care or short-term rehabilitation for your elder, one visit to Westridge Care Center and you'll see what has made them one of the finest nursing care facilities in the area since 1992. At Westridge Care Center, our #1 priority is to make all loved ones in our care safe and healthy. Westridge Care Center implements the Eden philosophy to reflect an environment of living as a habitat for humans instead of a place of frailty and waiting. Call 390-3367 to arrange a tour of their privately owned single-entity facility with private rooms with all the amenities. Westridge Care Center, 3131 F Avenue Northwest, Cedar Rapids, and online at westridgecarecenter.com. Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger, Dr. Janet Kuehl, and Dr. Jesse Henick provide education to families on healthy living and wellness. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Spinal Corrective Center has over 50 years combined experience in chiropractic care. And athletes, let us help you perform at 100% through sports chiropractic care. Call today at 319-393-3996 to schedule an appointment or go online at spinalcc.com.
Second quarter about to get underway. Scott Udash, Steve Dozer back with you here at Johnson Hall. Not great shooting percentages through the first quarter. We'll update those coming up at halftime as the ball is tipped out of bounds as Marion has it to start quarter 2.
Yeah, both teams playing really good and aggressive man-to-man, kind of similar styles. Pick you up just at half or maybe three-quarter court.
Whalen, Van Welden back into the ball game, coming off the Pavelka high screen. Gets it right back, right wing, turnaround 3 won't go. Deep rebound, and we got a reach foul on Marion's Grace Whalen, and that's going to be personal foul number 2.
That was an interesting call. They're both going for the ball and just both reaching for the ball.
So Kern in there for the Lions. Blandford back in there. Casebolt, Daubenmire, and Coranda.
Boy, you're seeing a little 1-3-1 now from Marion.
Henry Martinson likes this is a 1-3-1 zone.
Yeah, he was hoping not to play it a whole lot, but you got to kind of rest your kids a little bit or give a different look to Linn-Mar.
Kern, high lob pass over in the near side corner. 3-ball, too strong, won't go. Offensive rebound off the Coranda miss. Back to Emily, left wing for 3, and she puts it in. At first, you don't succeed, right?
That's right, and they're going to get some looks off that 1-3-1. It's just a matter of knocking them down.
9-8, 1-point lead, and now the ball gets away. Last touched by Coranda, and we'll stay with Marion. Van Welden along with the Heinrichs, Pavelka, and Whalen in there right now for Henry Martinson and the Marion Wolves. With a 1-point lead, Van Welden on the drive, flipped it over in the far wing, and Pavelka had to make a one-hand save on it. Milo, tough turnaround, 15-footer won't go. And the rebound to Linn-Mar. Lions can take the lead. No look, bounce pass. Now to the trailer, Daubenmire. Pull up from 15, no good. Casebolt rebound and was fouled going up.
Yeah, I have Tessa right now for 5 rebounds already, and just always around the ball and nose for the ball. And, you know, Dad was quite the competitor, you know.
Oh, yeah. So Tessa Casebolt to the free throw line for the Lions and short on the first.
Saw Grandpa Casebolt's here as well. Dr. Tony Pappas is in the house.
Oh, yeah. Free throw number 2 is good. That means Waterloo West is playing Linn-Mar soon.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, he really will try to make it to games they're not playing. You'll typically see him at a game.
Dr. Tony may be the last guy around that does in-person scouting.
Yeah,
you're
probably right.
Likes to do it. Runner won't go by Heinrich, and the rebound to Blandford. Lions on the run. Long up-court pass into traffic. Tried to get it to Casebolt, and it's stolen out of there. 4 turnovers charged to Linn-Mar. I've got only 1 on Marion. Played a good floor game so far. Mallory Heinrich goes crossover and got slapped and fouled.
When she did the crossover, Blandford got her hand in there.
First on the sophomore. And it'll be ball out of bounds to Marion. As Emma Dirks back into the ball game, and Daubenmire will get her first breather for Chad Tompkins. One-on-one move down baseline. Pavelka had a strip.
Good hands.
Blandford came up with the steal. Up ahead, Casebolt scoops it up. No, too strong off the window, and we go the other way with Heinrich. Van Welden puts it on the deck, and she got fouled from behind.
Boy, it's fun to watch both teams. Got just very similar in their styles right now. And again, depth is going to be an issue for one of these two tonight.
McAllister for Whalen for Marion. Drea Kern picks up the foul. Actually, they're going to leave McAllister in and take out Mallory Heinrich. 9-9, 5:18 to play, low-scoring game. And off the inbound, McAllister stumbled and then had to take it away.
Thank God that's all that was.
Blandford, no-look cross-court pass. That was intercepted by Whalen. Turnover in both directions here in this 9-9 ball game. And a travel.
Yep.
A little sloppy right now.
Yeah, a little bit. They're a little tired. I mean, they're both, you know, that offense is tough and a lot of dribble drive, but always movement. And you don't really get a minute to take, you can't really take a few seconds off.
Heinrich back in for Marion. Anna Buchholz will make her first appearance. 5'8" junior off the bench for Linn-Mar. 9-9, we're under 5 to play. Off the clear out, Kern going to go one-on-one. Angles left of the lane, backing her way in, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Kern. There wasn't a whole lot there.
No.
And that's going to be 2 on Drea Kern. And the third team foul. They got her for the little Ed Horton hook.
I do remember the Ed Horton hook. He was good at it.
Ed Horton made that move an art form.
Yes. Yes, he did. He was in the NBA for a while.
A short time.
Very short, if that.
Heinrichs, good lob down on the block, and Pavelka fouled as she went up strong. And that's going to go against Emma Dirks. That'll be her second and the fourth of the quarter. And Marion's going to be shooting free throws the rest of the half.
Yeah, and that's what this, offense for both of them. They spread it out, they drive, and that's what happens. Especially when you're tired, what do the hands do? They come out. And as soon as you drive by anybody, hands come out. Now you're going to start seeing that.
First free throw up and in for Maddie Pavelka, 5'9" junior. And second one crawls up and good. She's got 4. All the Marion scoring from Van Welden and Pavelka. 11-9. Marion by 2. Skip pass over the top against that 1-3-1 and tipped out of bounds by McAllister.
That's a tough skip pass, especially when that ball's in the corner to go all the way across. It's a little different when you're up in the elbow or the wing area, but boy, to make that cross court from there is difficult.
Buckholz with the double dribble out front. Meant to kick it over the wing and just lost the handle. And that is 7 Linn-Mar turnovers here in the ball game. 11-9 in favor of Marion. Heinrichs, cross court. Van Welden fakes the pass, puts up the 3, no good. Chases on out front.
Oh, it's going to be off of Van Welden. Yeah.
Well, they're going to say play on.
Stayed with it.
A lot of bodies going for it and a lot of fingernail tips on that one. Center circle, Heinrichs. Mallory gives it over to Jenna. They'll clear it out for her. On the baseline drive, Van Welden. Spin, 12 seconds on the clock and a foul.
Like you said earlier, case bolt's on Van Welden right now, and that's the matchup.
Maddie Blandford will get her second foul. 5th foul of the quarter. So the bonus the rest of the way, 2 shots for Marion. And the free throw good by Jenna Heinrichs. Lions will bring Kern back in and Dirks back in. So you got Kern, Blandford, and Dirks all with 2 fouls. And both free throws good.
I'm impressed with Marion early on, Scott. I mean, they've really handled some things and getting that ball up the floor and getting some good looks.
6 out of 7 from the free throw line here in the first half as well.
Good defense.
Kern goes between the legs. Yeah, Van Welden cut her off. Over it comes, right corner, 3 on the way. Ring it up for Drea Kern.
Again, making that extra pass, especially against that dribble drive. You got to make that pass and knock down because you're going to get an open look if you're moving the ball.
6 now for Kern, and back to a 1-point game at 13-12. Van Welden out the clear out. Head and shoulder fake, drives in through traffic. Leaner won't go. Offensive rebound, Heinrichs, and then she had to take it away from behind. 3-on-1 break.
Good
bounce pass ahead to Kern for 2.
Boy, great bounce pass by Daubenmeier.
Ellie Daubenmeier with the assist. Kern with the basket. She's got 5 in a row, and Linn-Mar up by 1 at 14-13. Might be the Lions' second lead. And we're going to get a timeout.
It's going to go in. Yep.
Always happens that way.
It always.
It'll be a full timeout. 2:36 to play in the half. 14-13 in favor of Linn-Mar. And we'll be back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org. American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details.
Back to action after the timeout, and we got an immediate foul. And it's going to go against Coranda.
Yeah, Marion player tried to shoot across the lane. She held her from getting to her spot.
Tell you, Pavelka really like her aggressiveness here in the first half.
Yeah, she's working hard, and she's really moved her game out, and she can post up. So different ways you can use her.
Free throw up and good. Back to a tie at 14, and Marion has lived on the free throw line this first half. Number 2 on the way, and that one swished through. 6 for Pavelka. Van Weldon's got 7. And the Wolves back up by 1 at 15-14. And Marion back to the man-to-man defense. Dobbenmeyer on the baseline tried to force the pass down low, and it was tipped out of bounds by Marion. Lions will put it in. Yeah, somebody's got to throw it in.
The cameraman.
Yeah, he's right there again, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
High lob, Case Bolt. Back to Dobbenmeyer.
Good.
Dobbenmeyer, nice
Good,
move down the
move.
lane, but can't finish, and then went over the back.
Yep, a little frustration, but boy, what a nice move. A quick first step. Little runner.
And that's 2 on Dobbenmeyer.
A little Molly Davis-esque.
And we go to the other end for the free throws. So it'll be Mallory Heinrichsey, 5'8" senior, to try to extend this lead for the Wolves. And can't do it. Marion's been very good at the free throw line until then, 8 of 10 still.
Yeah, that's a great stat.
One more for the senior and put it right through. Her first point of the afternoon. 16-14 Wolves. So come up on 2 to play here in the first half from Johnson Hall here at Kirkwood. Kern working the perimeters. They work the weave out top. Right in the circle outside the arc. Kern starts to go to the corner. Cut off by Van Weldon. Up top, now on the right side. They feed it down low. Casebolt posting up. Going to take it strong and scores.
Boy,
going around Pavelka.
Really good up and under move and spin around her, and she's just so athletic.
Casebolt with her first field goal. Got 3, and we're back to a 16-16 tie. McAllister works across court. Van Weldon. Going to be Dobbenmeyer on her. They reverse it on the bounce to Heinrichsey. Thought about the 3, starts a drive, cut off by Casebolt. As the shot clock down to 10. Van Weldon takes it into a double, almost traveled with it. Got it to McAllister, gonna have to hurry.
Yeah, they got 4 on the shot.
Here's Pavelka behind the screen,
that's
tosses
a tough
it up,
shot.
and good for 3.
Wow, that's a tough shot.
Just like you draw it up.
Boy, that was great.
19-16. About a 20-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yep, Marion's back to the man-to-man or person-to-person.
Dobbenmeyer up top, gets it right back. She'll try the long jumper for 2 and an air ball.
Well, and if you're Marion, that's the shot you want him to take.
You can pretty much go for 1. They won't, though. McAllister goes crossover and gets the layup.
She's got 6 rebounds on top of that.
And her first points in a 5-0 spurt here at the end of the first half by Marion. 21-16, the Wolves lead it. Very important stretch here in possession for the Lions. 2-person game. They bounce it to Casebolt. Posting up, takes it up strong. High off the glass, no. And it actually, I think, hit the top of the backboard.
Yeah, caught the top and bounced off the black pole there.
So it will be Marion ball with 4.9 to play here in the half.
Well, and you know, if you're Linn-Mar, you want to get up there and play them. You want to make it a tough 4 seconds.
But you don't want to foul. Van
No.
Weldon going to take it up strong with the scooper. And, oh, we had a foul.
Yep, she got hit in the face.
Right at the buzzer. And we'll see who the foul is going to go against. It's going to go against Kern, and that is her third. So that's a double whammy there for Linn-Mar.
Again, depth is going to play a key role here second half.
Van Weldon connects on the first. And can give the Wolves a lead of 7 here at the half. Can't do it, though. That one rolls out. And we are officially at halftime. 22-16 in favor of Marion as they close out the first half with a 6-0 run. We'll be back with the Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show for you after this here on CRM Live Sports.
In your search to locate a good old-fashioned family-owned pizza joint, skip the run-of-the-mill franchise options and head to Roscoe's Pizza on Edgewood Road behind Taco John's. At Roscoe's, the Hunt family is dedicated to providing mouth-watering pizza prepared from the freshest ingredients available. Choose from our 4 delicious styles of crusts, then add your favorite toppings to create your own personal pizza delight. Need a quick lunchtime alternative? Take advantage of Roscoe's fast-to-go noontime specials. And yes, they even offer gluten-free options. For the tastiest local experience, give the professionals at Roscoe's Pizza a call and surprise your family with a one-of-a-kind eating experience today. Laborers International Union of North America Local 43 is proud to be supporting high school sports. From individual members involved in coaching sports at many different levels to being fans, Local 43 is involved with our young people in the area. Members of Local 43 work in the construction building trades and heavy highway industries and are trained in environmental remediation as well as pipeline work. Local 43 is always seeking new members. LIUNA offers world-class training and education to start a safe career. Information is available at local43.org. End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best-tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com.
Back with you here on the Bim Ritter Sportswear Halftime Show, brought to you by Bim Ritter, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast, downtown, and online at bimritter.com. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or special event? Call them at 364-3479. Marion closes out the first half, scoring the final 6, and they lead it here at the break 22-16. As we come your way from Johnson Hall on the Kirkwood campus for the 19th annual Rivalry Saturday. A first half that was close throughout, and in fact the biggest lead for Marion right now at 6, and Linn-Mar has led on a couple occasions by 1. First half scoring looks like this for Marion, being led by Maddie Pavelka with 9. Doing it with a couple of short jumpers, getting to the free throw line, and also a desperation 3 at the shot clock there toward the end of the first half. She's got 9. 8 for Mila Van Weldon, all but 2 of those coming, or all but 1 coming in the first quarter. 2 apiece from Natalie McAllister and Jenna Heinrichsey, and Mallory Heinrichsey has one. Linn-Mar being led by Drea Kern at halftime with 8. Tessa Casebolt with 3. Off the bench, Emily Caranda with 3, and Maddie Blanford with 2 points so far in the ballgame. Bench scoring, not much. 3-0 in favor of Linn-Mar. That's where we are at. We'll get the shooting percentages. We'll borrow those from Jeff Linder of the Gazette here covering the ball game today and all day. We'll check those out coming up in just a little bit. Can tell you that rebounding is right now 17-12 advantage for Marion. That according to Steve Dozer's always accurate first half rebounding numbers. Marion with 7 offensive boards. That's one of the big stories, along with some foul trouble for Linn-Mar in the first half. 7 offensive, 10 defensive rebounds. And Natalie McAllister leading the way with 6 for Marion. For Linn-Mar, 12 rebounds, 2 of those on the offensive end. And Tessa Casebolt leading the way right now with 5 total rebounds. Marion, 10 of 13 from the free throw line. That is where they are winning this one right now. And for Linn-Mar, they've only been there so far 3 times. They are 67% at 2 for 3. So we have a 6-point game here at the break with the Marion Wolves on top of the Linn-Mar Lions, 22-16. And try to see if we can get some stats for you coming up at halftime here, as they put out the official ones for Rivalry Saturday at the halftime break, and do not have those as of yet. So as soon as we have those, we will pass those along to you. We'll be on the air next, right after this one, with Mt.Vernon taking on Maquoketa. That should be a dandy ball game as well. Then later on tonight, it'll be North Linn and CCA. That will come your way at about, we're hoping, somewhere between 8:15 and 8:30. So far, knock on wood, everything has been on schedule so far here at Johnson Hall. Earlier winners include Cascade. They defeated Springville earlier on today to get things started by a score of 61-32. Monticello beat Maquoketa Valley 45-38, and Esterville Lincoln Central over Western Dubuque 52-33. We'll take a break and have more of the Ben Ritter Sportswear halftime show for you, and we'll do it after this here on CRM Live Sports.
First Federal Credit Union has been helping homeowners for almost a century. Options are crucial when it comes to a first-time home purchase, mortgage refinancing, or a bill consolidation loan. Being able to select the absolute best loan for your situation can literally save you thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an experienced homeowner, First Federal Credit Union will work to find the solution that is right for you. Learn more at firstfedcu.com. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Your search for healthy, fast casual in the downtown is over. Whether it's a quick bite you're looking for or a freshly made smoothie, NutriSport and Smoothie has expanded healthy eating in downtown Cedar Rapids. Business professionals as well as gym goers are singing the praises of their freshly made wraps and breakfast bowls, while the smoothie lover can choose from a variety of nutritious fruit and protein options, including your choice of adding the newest Frontline supplements. For a fast, healthy, and convenient downtown option, look no further than NutriSport and Smoothie. No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member. Ben Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Ben Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Ben Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Ben Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bin Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
Back with you from Johnson Hall as you've been listening to the Bin Ritter Sportswear halftime show. It's going to be Iowa, Michigan in Indianapolis next Saturday
Michigan,
night.
I think, trying to catch up. They're led pretty much the whole game, so it's a good win
for the Wolverines. Jim Harbaugh will be back.
Well, today, as of today, he'll be back. Who knows what they continue to dig up.
Second half brought to you by Epiphany Dermatology and Dr. John Woolner with over 30 years of experience at Epiphany. Find him at 5264 Council Street Northeast and give him a call at 363-9936. Foul trouble right now for Linn-Mar. Kern with 3, Dobbenmeyer 2, Blandford with 2, Emma Dirks with 2. As it'll be Lion ball to start half number 2. As he'll go to the bucket to our right. And Marion going to come out and pick him up in the man-to-man. Same starting lineups, it looks like. Lions goes backdoor, now up top, just above the free throw line. Dobbenmeyer way off on the 17-footer. Linn-Mar just not shooting it real well.
No, and Case Bolt and Dobbenmeyer, those are shots they're going to give them the 15-foot. So if they start knocking those down, things change for them.
Oh, no look pass into the interior, nobody there. Turnover number 5 for Marion. Whip pass down on the block. Dobbenmeyer turnaround, got blocked, but a foul on Jenna Heinrichs.
Yep, she had a chance to make a quick drop step up and in, but a little late.
And Linn-Mar to the free throw line for Ellie Dobbenmeyer. Scoreless in that first half for the 5'9" senior. And she'll have 2. First one no good. And Linn-Mar's got, like you said, they got to get scoring from Dobbenmeyer. They got to get scoring from Kern. And they get some from Case Bolt, that's good.
Yep, and they're going to make them earn at the 15-foot area. So they're going to have to start knowing that's their shot, too, and extend their offensive game out a little bit.
Dobbenmeyer gets the second one. And it's 22-17. Wolves going to the basket to our left, right in front of their bench. Jenna Heinrichs circles it out front. Van Weldon over to McAllister. Thought about the 3 as Kern comes out on her. Here's Heinrichs with 14 on the shot clock. McAllister took it free throw line. Yo-yos it back, gets it to Van Weldon, down to 10. Pavelka, a little head and shoulder fake, steps in, 15-footer, back iron no, and rebounded by Dirks. Lions on the run. Good pass up ahead. The runner way off the mark.
Yeah,
no good.
She lost it in her hands, just kind of lost it going up. And
yeah, Blandford had it for a moment. Looks like she took that last step. It kind of came off her hand. Oh, nice spin move on the baseline. Heinrichs, they'll cut off by Case Bolt.
And they got Dobbenmeyer on Van Weldon.
Pavelka puts it on the floor, spins, got
by
doubled.
with the reach.
And threw it out of bounds, or was it hit? No, it wasn't. Back-to-back turnovers for Marion.
Yeah, Blandford reached there and no call, so any call right now is not going to be good.
5-point lead, low-scoring affair here at Johnson Hall between these two city rivals.
You notice Marion now, Scott, they're backing up a step or two. They're going to make them earn it, but they're not up on them as hard. They're going to take away that dribble drive a little bit.
Almost a zone. Cross-court pass. Intercepted. Here comes McAllister the other way as the Lions turn it over for the 8th time. 2-person game. Lob inside. Nice spin move. Pavelka. Oh, in and out. It'll be out of bounds to Marion. That was halfway down.
Well, it's
twice.
a good move, too. Great, turn and fake and drop step. And, yeah, she even ran down the court thinking, yep, that was in. And pretty much we all did.
Coranda will come in for Linn-Mar for Blandford. Inbound, Pavelka.
Good quick step.
Yep, took in the lane,
Boy.
scores.
Good quick step.
Maddie Pavelka with 11, first in double figures, and it's 24-17 in favor of the Wolves. Kern, standing dribble over at the far sideline. Got rid of it to Dobbenmeyer. As they overload that left side. Out to Dirks for a three, and that's going to be an air ball and out of bounds. And the Wolves up by 7 with the basketball.
Yeah, the last couple of possessions, Marion done a good job moving the ball and getting a good look, and they just need to continue to be patient as they shoot. There
with
we go.
the three.
Yeah. Well, then don't be patient and take that first quick open look.
5 for Jenna Heinrichsey. Yeah, it took her time, and they gave her the shot. And we're going to get a Linn-Mar timeout. 10-point lead for Marion.
A needed one.
And that is their biggest of the ball game. 4:57 to play in the third. Wolves by 10. Back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Centrally located in downtown Cedar Rapids, Hard Drive Elite is not your traditional fitness center. While other gyms offer one-size-fits-all solutions, HD Elite specializes in crafting individual workouts based on your specific needs. You'll receive one-on-one attention from an experienced trainer who both designs and provides game-changing service to the area's top youth level and college athletes. No matter what your age, when seeking help with your personal fitness goals, contact the professionals at Hard Drive Elite today. At Hunt Graphic Innovations, it's the personal touch that counts. If you're serious about creating an eye-catching website or need assistance in graphic design for print, newsletters, posters, signs, or banners, Hunt Graphic Innovations has the experience to help get the job done. With personal attention and competitive pricing, discover the difference Hunt Graphic Innovations can make for you.
At the conclusion of the ball game, we'll have our Westridge Care Center postgame show. We'll pick our player of the game, brought to you by First Federal Credit Union. Online at firstfedcu.com. And big point of the game here, I think, for Chad Tompkins, Linn-Mar Lions.
Yeah, they got to find a way to score right now, and they're getting some looks, but they're just not knocking them down. And Marion's backed up a little bit defensively. They're playing man, but they've backed up a step.
And away from the ball, we got a push down low. I think they're going to get Pavelka for pushing Case Bolt, and that will be the case.
What is that on her?
First. Team second. And it'll be Lion ball left of the glass looking in. Dobbenmeyer looking to go back door, trying to get it in, and finally does. Out top to a wide open Coranda, and misses the three off the front iron. Nice save, and the putback good.
Boy, great save by Case Bolt.
Dobbenmeyer, the recipient. But yeah, that was all set up by Case Bolt. 27-19, Lions, after that timeout, got a precious 2. And now we've got a stoppage as Van Welden, a little injured. They stop it, and she's got to come out.
Yeah, well, if you're fine, then don't limp, right? That looked like she kind of twinged it a little bit.
Once the play is stopped, though, you got to come out.
No, that's a good call by the officials. Make sure the player's taken care of first.
Here's Pavelka, turnaround 15-footer right through. It'll count a foul. She has been the difference. And Case Bolt will pick up her first.
Boy, there's just a quiet confidence to her game.
Played as a freshman. Last year started and picking right up where she left off with 14 to lead Marion. 30-19 lead for the Wolves here with 4:10 remaining in the third. Jump pass on the drive. Pull up. Dobbenmeyer sinks it from the heart of the lane.
Yep, that's what she can do. They can get in the lane doing that.
Ellie Dobbenmeyer's got 5 all in the second half. Whalen back into the ball game for Marion. Wolves have played 6. Linn-Mar have played 7.
Get out of the lane.
To McAllister, and before the shot, there's the 3-second violation. And of course it went in.
Yep, but Hennessy was in the lane a little bit too long.
As it'll be back in for Linn-Mar, Maddie Blandford, the 5'6" sophomore. So Kern back in there, Blandford, and here comes some pressure, full court by Marion, and almost a steal as it was tipped away. Karanda in there for the Lions. So we're over halfway here in the third, 30-21. And Linn-Mar will get it with Kern. Gonna bring it up, pushing it ahead with the dribble.
Good
nice spin move in the lane and the finish.
Oh, a beautiful spin move.
Kern with the right hand, and it's 30-23. Double figures now for the sophomore. She's got 10. Lions down by 7. McAllister standing dribble. Feeds across court to Van Weldon. Goes behind the leg. Splits defenders.
Traveled. Sorry.
And Pavelka is going to get an offensive foul.
Clear her out with your left hand. And
that was a pretty easy one.
Yeah. No disagreement from the coaching staff.
That one had to be called.
Yeah.
30-23 with 3 to play. Just over 3 to play here in the third. Daubenmeier, one-on-one. Now tries to bounce it inside to Case Bolt, taken away. Whalen and Pavelka got it as Linn-Mar with their 9th turnover. Here's Van Weldon, far corner. A quick 3, no. Tipped around, picked up by Linn-Mar. Lions got numbers. Kern down the right-hand part of the lane and drew the foul.
Oh, it's on Pavelka.
That's going to be her 3rd.
Boy, that's a quick 3 this quarter.
Tell you, Kern can get up and down.
Yeah, she can, and they're going to need her to do that because you know, when you're missing you know, Kennedy and Brunson, and they're going to have to find somebody to step into that, and I think she's the one that can do it.
11 now for Kern. And we're going to get a Marion timeout before the second free throw. As Henry Martinson going to talk things over, and it'll be a 30-second timeout with 2:47 to play here in the third. 6-point game with Marion out in front. We'll be back after this on CRM Live Sports.
Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger, Dr. Janet Kuehl, and Dr. Jesse Henick provide education to families on healthy living and wellness. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Spinal Corrective Center has over 50 years combined experience in chiropractic care. And athletes, let us help you perform at 100% through sports chiropractic care. Call today at 319-393-3996 to schedule an appointment or go online at spinalcc.com.
Kern hits the second. And she's got 4 in the quarter, 12 in the game, and the lead down to 5 suddenly at 30-25. Van Weldon on the hand back to Whalen. Starts to go right baseline, got doubled, gave it up, and now out of bounds. Linn-Mar had a steal and gave it right back.
That dribble drive is tough. You know, Whalen hasn't played a whole lot yet, but that dribble drive is just, you know, tough to do.
Mallory Heinrichs will come in, and now Chad Tompkins letting the officials know that the shot clock reset, but I think that
they corrected it, I think.
Yeah, the Linn-Mar possession, and then they turned it over. So here's Van Weldon going baseline strong, scooped it up, no good, and rebound out there to Linn-Mar. Another one for Case Bowl.
That's her 6th defensive rebound.
And there's a reach.
Yep, you got
hold.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Both teams, especially against you're playing 6 or 7 kids, and you can't do the little stuff when your hands come out, and if they beat you by a step, you got to play smart.
Blandford to the line for 2, as that's the 5th foul of the quarter on Marion. Mila Van Weldon picks up her 2nd.
Yep, clock stops and gains some points.
So it was an 11-point Marion lead. And Linn-Mar has come back now. This could be an 8-0 run, and it is. (30-27) down to a 1-possession game. Hasn't been the prettiest, but it's a typical Marion Linn-Mar get-together.
Yes, it is, and especially when you play similar styles.
Blandford now with 4 between the rings. Heinrichs Gives it up to McAllister on the wing. She'll take it up front. Linn-Mar overplaying in the passing zone and knocking it out of bounds is Blandford. Got Mt.Vernon and Maquoketa coming up next.
That'll be a good game.
Mt.Vernon in the 3A top 10, and Maquoketa off to a 2-0 start as the pass tipped around, picked up by Linn-Mar. As Blandford's got it.
Numbers, bring it back.
She's going to take it up strong. No look pass. Whips it back out in the wing. 3 up, no good. And the deep kicker, chased down, still loose. They dive for it, and Pavelka's got it. Somehow got it out of there to Heinrichsey. And then all over her is Coranda. Ball was taken away for a moment, but Marion retains possession. And now we've got a whistle away from the ball. And it's going to be on Coranda. Her second, team second. Linn-Mar's really picked up the defensive pressure.
Yeah, they've put it up a notch right now and hoping that Marion's tired and get some cheap stuff.
Heinrichsey missed. Pavelka the rebound. Back to Heinrichsey for 3. That's no good. And there's Pavelka. I think that's 4.
In the lap of the cameraman. Boy, that's a tough foul. That's a hard-working foul. That wasn't a cheap one. They're working hard, but boy, now you got to get her out.
As they will get her out. As Linn-Mar with a chance to extend this run and cut into it even more as the free throw is off, no good by Coranda. And here comes Whalen for Pavelka. Marion gets smaller now.
They are. Now, if you're Marion, do you change it up a little bit, stay in the man? But, you know, they don't want to give some open looks off that 1-3-1.
Both free throws no good, and it goes out of bounds. Wolves let it go, and it'll be Marion ball.
Boy, get a rebound. Get a stat.
You're always thinking stats,
I do.
man.
You got to get a stat in there.
Making it look good on paper.
Yeah, that's right.
30-27. Wolves need a bucket.
Yeah, they do. And they're really spreading it out, 5 out right now.
Little perimeter offense.
But you are seeing more pressure from Linn-Mar coming out on that pressure.
Whalen, Heinrichsey, cross court. Van Welden put it on the floor. Left free throw line. Gives it up now. Shovel out top. Heinrichsey. 3 was blocked. Picked up underneath the basket briefly by Van Welden.
Good
then it's out of
hustle.
bounds. Should be Marion ball, and
Boy,
it is.
Good hustle by both teams.
As Dobbenmeyer laid out for it and kicked it out of bounds last. 44.3 to play in the third. 3-point game with Marion out in front. Heinrichsey, 2-person game. Gives it up.
Got shoved before that.
And on the floor,
Yeah, on
a
the floor.
bailout with 3 in the shot clock. And that's going to go against Blandford, and she's got 3. And it's going to be a fresh 35, too.
With 36 left, you can work it around.
Nope, they're going to take a quick 3, and McAllister buries it left of the key.
Boy, that's a needed shot.
And it's 33 to 27. Lions will go for the last shot. Down to 18 seconds, baseline drive, no look pass in the lane. Dobbenmeyer, 10-footer won't go. Tipped around and picked up by Marion. And now the Wolves have a chance to play beat the clock. McAllister, stutter dribble, takes it into a double. To a wide open Van
big.
Welden, missed the 3, and that's it for the third quarter. The intensity is picked up.
It is definitely picked up.
After 3, it is Marion at 33 and Linn-Mar 27. Back with quarter number 4 after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Laborers International Union of North America Local 43 is proud to be supporting high school sports. From individual members involved in coaching sports at many different levels to being fans, Local 43 is involved with our young people in the area. Members of Local 43 work in the construction building trades and heavy highway industries and are trained in environmental remediation as well as pipeline work. Local 43 is always seeking new members. LIUNA offers world-class training and education to start a safe career. Information is available at local43.org. End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids.
Fourth quarter about to get underway from Johnson Hall. Rivalry Saturday, 33-27 lead for the Marion Wolves. And Marion with the basketball, headed to the bucket to our left against the Linn-Mar man. Crossover dribble, Heinrichs gives it up. Van Welden baseline drive, forced up the leaner, but got fouled.
Yeah, she was able to sneak in between a double team there and get the ball up and call the foul.
Tessa Casebolt will get her second personal. And free throw will not go for Van Welden. Got off to a good, quick start.
She did that first quarter and a half, really good start.
And the second one got the roll. She's got 9. And Marion back to a 7-point lead at 34-27.
Well, McAllister, too. She's had a really nice game.
Linn-Mar basketball. Karanda plays catch in the wing. They go cross court to Dirks. Tries to force it inside. Ball tipped, and we're going to have a timeout.
Oh,
they gave Marion, or did they get Linn-Mar?
They gave Marion one.
Had to be Marion. And it will be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, and their kid was calling it too. One of their players was calling it right away.
So 7:23 to play the ball game, and Marion up by 7. I got to say, I'm not a big fan of the awarding of the timeout in that situation.
Well, you know, my pet peeve, Scott, when somebody's, you know, a tie-up ball, some kid will run in and just jump and about kill that kid, and they call it a jump ball every time, you know, and that's where kids get hurt.
Got Mt.Vernon coming up next against Maquoketa for you here on CRMLiveSports.com, and then tonight North Linn and CCA. It should be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, that'll be a good game as well. Really good games here today. Really good games.
The Heinrichs, the McAllister in for Marion. And now the shot clock needed to be reset. They'll put 31 on the shot clock. McAllister. Pavelka is out with 4 fouls right now for Marion. So the Wolves a little bit shorter lineup. Van Welden circling right. Goes between the legs, leaves it up top for McAllister. Good ball movement. Still 20 in the shot clock. Coming around the screen, Van Welden driving a kick. Heinrichs, top of the key. 3 will not go. And a hold on the rebound.
Boy, who are they calling that
I
on?
don't know. And it's going to be on Linn-Mar, on Kern, and that's her 4th.
Boy, she was just boxing out.
Kern's got 4, and Pavelka with 4. And Kern's going to have to come out.
Yeah, what do you do right now? Now you play the foul game here, and really got to watch the clock and the fouls. And
off the inbound, wide open look. Van Welden nails the 3 from the corner.
Yep, they gave her a good step on that, and she's going to shoot that if you're giving her a step.
12 now for Mila Van Welden. And Marion back up 10 at 37-27. Lions needed a bucket. They leave it free throw line. Now a bounce in the baseline, and losing it going up was Dirks. Lead pass. Van Welden with the catch and a layup for 2. Lead of a dozen.
Hey, it's been a pretty impressive second half for Marion.
39-27 as Blandford had it knocked away by McAllister.
You know, right now, you know, Marion's got the lead and you're hyped up, but boy, you gotta, when you get tired and towards the end, you gotta get smart. You want to make sure you don't get any cheap fouls and stop the clock and put Linn-Mar back on.
Lions with it. Dirks off the clear out. Leaves it for Casebolt through traffic and a blocking foul.
Good help, though.
Ooh, did they give him the bucket?
Did they give her the bucket?
They did. So Whalen got the foul, her third.
That was definitely an NBA bucket.
And the three-point play is up and good.
Again, if you're Marion, you cannot stop the clock. You just got to play good defense, take a half step back, no reach fouls.
39-30, Van Welden. In front court, got it to Heinrichs. Marion working the wave. Whalen bounced down on the block, turn around left-hander, rimming no. And rebounded by Dobbenmeyer. 5:43 to play here in the ballgame. Nice stutter dribble up the crossover by Blanford. Got doubled, kicked it outside. Open three, no by Dirks. And the rebound comes out to the center circle. Picked back up by Linn-Mar.
Good
and then
anticipation.
Van Welden with the steal.
Boy, and that was going to be 3-on-1, too, for Linn-Mar.
Whalen to the trailer. Heinrichs and a foul.
Linn-Mar's looking tired right now.
Blanford's fourth. And that will send Jenna Heinrichs to the free throw line for Marion. He's got 5 on the afternoon and make it 6. We'll pick our play of the game at the conclusion of this one. As always, brought to you by Carpenters Local 308. Online at carpenterslocal308.org. Free throw number 2 on the way. That one's good. Wolves have been solid from the free throw line today. 14 of 18. That'll win you ball games.
Boy, that will win you ball games. That's just incredible.
Dobbenmeyer, two-person game,
defense.
and they threw it away.
Boy, great anticipation by Heinrichs.
And now Marion, still 5 minutes left in the game, but you can use a little clock here, I think, if you're Henry Martin.
You know, if you're Marion right now, you just use your offense. Whatever it's designed for, use it. You don't need to force it, but stay in it. If you're still using it, you take that shot that you usually take.
Heinrichs went baseline, cut off, pass tipped.
That's going to be over. Nope.
Nope, it was tipped into the backcourt. But no new shot clock, 10 to go. Another tip. This one is going to be chased down by Coranda, though. Coranda tried to get it inside, and Van Welden stole it right back.
Tell you, the passing lanes, Marion's done a good job getting in those passing lanes.
All that did was take a minute off the clock, and nobody scored.
Yeah, that's a win.
Heinrichs bounce to the corner. McAllister turns, takes a look, cut off by Blanford. Gets it to Van Welden. Cross court, Pavelka back in with the 4 fouls.
Oh.
And there's a foul on a hold on Case Bolt. She's got 3. Team foul number 4 of the quarter.
Coming up.
Yep, Linn-Mar is going to get a timeout. 4:09 to play in the ball game. It's 41-30 in favor of Marion, and we'll be back right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
The Cedar Rapids Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time. At Jersey Mike's, we've offered a sub above since 1956. It starts with bread, fresh baked in our stores every day, topped with quality meats, cheeses, and ingredients, sliced and grilled right in front of your eyes. And don't forget to add the juice, the red wine vinegar and olive oil blend that gives a Jersey Mike's subs its exquisite zing. Stop in and visit Jersey Mike's 2 metro locations, in the Fountains on the northeast side and on the east end of Marion near the corner of Highways 151 and 13, and coming soon to the Westdale area. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Linn-Mar with full court, or half court pressure now off the inbound. And Marion with the 3 by Heinrichs, short in the right wing, and rebounded by Drea Kern. And she's back in with the 4 fouls. You got to go with her now if you're Chad Tompkins.
Oh, absolutely.
Takes it baseline, flips it up and in on a nice move.
And you got Pavelka back. And
that's 14 now for Drea Kern. Lions down by 9. Pavelka back in. As Steve mentioned, she'll come around the screen. No look pass to Heinrichsey. Wide open three from the wing won't go. McAllister fighting for the offensive rebound. And we're going to have a jump. And it's going to be Linn-Mar ball on the arrow. As Van Welden got a quick breather and is back.
Well, you know, it's got last 2 possessions. Marion has hurried up their offense a little bit. They've gotten a couple quick shots off and has not taken much clock. And they got to start thinking about making that extra pass right now.
We're over halfway here in quarter number 4. And Marion's going to go to a little 2-1-2. Just to make him possibly use a little bit more clock.
Yeah. Anything to get that extra pass.
Oh, great break up by Pavelka.
You don't need to shoot it. You don't need to shoot it.
3-on-2 as Linn-Mar turns it over for the 14th time. Van Welden a bounce in the far sideline. Good catch inside, and the lob pass missed by Heinrichsey. Second effort blocked. Marion crowd wanted a foul, didn't get it. Here comes Linn-Mar the other way with Kern. Gonna go 1-on-1. Picks it up, corner, spinning, looking for some help, and lobs it out top. Now to Dirks, the free throw line, steps in and got fouled on the jump shot. Mila Van Welden with her third. She did not think she did it.
No. It looked like she got all ball, but hard to say. But right now, the clock has to be Marion's friend, or it's going to be Linn-Mar's friend right now. And right now, it's Linn-Mar's friend.
And we're going to get another Lion timeout after Dirks' miss on the first free throw. 2:43 to play. 41-32 in favor of Marion. Back with the finish after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Your search for healthy, fast casual in the downtown is over. Whether it's a quick bite you're looking for or a freshly made smoothie, NutriSport and Smoothie has expanded healthy eating in downtown Cedar Rapids. Business professionals as well as gym goers are singing the praises of their freshly made wraps and breakfast bowls, while the smoothie lover can choose from a variety of nutritious fruit and protein options, including your choice of adding the newest Frontline supplements. For a fast, healthy, and convenient downtown option, look no further than NutriSport and Smoothie. American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details.
Second free throw crawls over as Dirks has her first point. No Linn-Mar full court pressure. Down by 8, and now we have a foul on the reach out front. They're going to get Dirks for her third.
Yeah, not a horrible foul.
Now that's the double bonus. Or I should say the two-shot bonus.
The two-shot bonus, yeah. But again, clock's either going to be in favor of Linn-Mar or Marion here, so you got to knock these down.
Mallory Heinrichsey 1 for 2 this afternoon from the line, and this one's all net.
Yeah.
Question is it going to be harder to come back with this new rule? Both are good.
Right.
10-point lead for Marion at 43-33.
Well, Marion's back to the man. And I don't know if I would maybe go back to that zone, make him move
Kern
that ball.
kicks it outside. 3-point way off by Dirks and chased down by Pavelka. And Marion looking good right now as far as winning the battle of the suburb at this point. McAllister on the hand back, gets it to Van Welden. It's come up on 2 to play here in the ball game. 14 on the shot clock. McAllister left of the key. Works it to Heinrichsey, had it knocked away. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Van Welden drives, gets it to Heinrichsey. Circles into the lane, off balance floater is an air ball, and it's going to go out of bounds to Linn-Mar.
Susan Orvis is in the house.
Aha.
So she's another Lincoln grad.
So you got two of you here
Jeff
now.
Linder, yeah, she's down in the very bottom left there, and another great coach.
Not
in
coaching
her day.
right
No,
now, though.
They actually bought a place in Tipton. Own some acres out there, so good old Cedar County.
Up top, Kern, three,
Ooh,
won't
been
go. Pavelka with a nice block out,
Would've
got the
been big.
rebound. You're Marion, you use clock here with a minute
Use
23.
clock and don't foul. Use clock and don't foul.
Heinrichs, Mallory gets it to Jenna. Down to McAllister as they work the perimeter. Outside that college three-point arc. They'll drop it inside. Heinrichs got doubled. Whips it past Van Welden, and three is way off.
Yeah,
No good.
A little tired three. She's played well and played hard, and no legs on that shot.
1 minute to play. And Linn-Mar down by 10. And a no-look pass up top, and nobody was there.
No, right now just work that clock out.
Linn-Mar got it down to 3 on an 8-0 run at the end of the third quarter. But Marion hit a big, crucial 3 at that point. And it looks like the Wolves are going to win. Van Welden leaning, driving shot no good, but last touch by Linn-Mar with 37.3. And the Wolves are going to go to a perfect 2-0 to start the season.
Yeah, you got to be pleased. And Scott, like Coach said, it's the best they've shared the ball in the last few years, and you can tell. You can tell.
About a 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And doesn't look like Linn-Mar is going to foul.
Nope. Good win for Marion. I mean, just a really good win for Marion.
We'll see the Wolves next Saturday afternoon as well.
Yeah, is that that's
Wash.
not Kennedy. Wash, yep.
At Marion.
Kennedy's later. And that Solon one will be fun, too.
9 seconds to play. Van Welden up, no, on the scoop layup. Had to get that before the end of the shot clock with 4.9 in the game. As Dobbenmeyer gets her third. And Van Welden to the line. Just a couple more scorers for Marion today.
Boy, if you're Coach Martinson, you have to be pleased.
Second one no good. 3 seconds to play. Dobbenmeyer will take it and will not get the shot off. And that's the ball game. The Marion Wolves win it over the Linn-Mar Lions 44-33. And we'll come back and get into the Westridge Care Center postgame show for you. And we'll transition into the Jersey Mike Subs pregame for our next contest between Mt.Vernon and Maquoketa. And we'll do it after this right here on CRM Live Sports.
No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member. Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org. First Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor high school athletics. We understand the hard work and dedication it takes for these students to succeed on the field or in the classroom. At First Federal Credit Union, we work hard every day to listen, solve problems, and are dedicated to finding ways to help you with your financial needs. From home loans to auto loans, checking, or even the best savings rates in town, we're here to help you achieve your goals. Learn more about First Federal Credit Union at firstfedcu.com, member NCUA. Whether you need long-term care or short-term rehabilitation for your elder, one visit to Westridge Care Center and you'll see what has made them one of the finest nursing care facilities in the area since 1992. At Westridge Care Center, our #1 priority is to make all loved ones in our care safe and healthy. Westridge Care Center implements the Eden philosophy to reflect an environment of living as a habitat for humans instead of a place of frailty and waiting. Call 390-3367 to arrange a tour of their privately owned single-entity facility with private rooms with all the amenities. Westridge Care Center, 3131 F Avenue Northwest, Cedar Rapids, and online at westridgecarecenter.com.
Back on the Westridge Care Center postgame show, Scott Unash and Steve Dozier with you. Westridge is a privately owned facility that offers 24-hour community of care, which ensures each person feels welcome. Call to learn more about their services or to schedule a tour at 390-3367 and find out more at westridgecarecenter.com. Marion leads for most of the game, wins at 44-33, and just a solid bring your lunch pail to work afternoon for Coach Martinson and the Wolves.
Yeah, very impressed, and just, you know, their offense, they're pretty much under control. Had some really good looks, knocked out some shots, but I tell you, just impressed with them defensively. They adjusted second half. They, you know, they did some different things in the second half to adjust and maybe change it up for Linn-Mar. But yeah, if you're the Marion Wolves right now, you have to be pleased with this win, and then to top it off, it's your, you know, crosstown rival.
That doesn't hurt, right?
No, right? Add a little ice cream or, you know, a little topping to that ice cream.
Take a look at the final scoring for the victorious Marion Wolves. They're now 2-0 on the year, led by 2 in double figures. Mila Van Welden leading the way with a team in game high 15. Maddie Pavelka right behind with 14. Jenna Heinrichs had 7. Natalie McAllister 5, and Mallory Heinrichs had 3. For Linn-Mar, led by Drea Kern, only lying in double figures. She had 14 today. 6 for Tessa Casebolt. Ellie Dobbenmeyer had 5 all in the second half. Maddie Blanford with 4 off the bench. Emily Coranda with 3, and Emma Dirks with 1. Bench scoring was 3-0 in favor of Linn-Mar. The two teams both had 11 made field goals. 5 of those were threes for Marion. 11 turnovers for the Wolves, 15 for Linn-Mar. Big stat, Steve, is free throw shooting. Marion was 17-22, and Linn-Mar, not terrible, but only got there 14 times. They were 9 of 14 in the ballgame.
Boy, you know, when it's a defensive battle, you know, a lot of times the game's close. What wins a game? It's usually free throws and rebounds and rebounding, but free throws won this one for sure.
And it was a game that featured a couple big runs in it. Marion at the end of the first half went on a run. Linn-Mar got back into it with a big run at the end of the third quarter to make it a 6-point game going into the fourth. But then Marion controlled that fourth quarter.
Yeah, they sure did. They controlled the fourth quarter, and you know, they made some big shots. I mean, boy, they made some big shots too when they had to, but just you know, credit goes to Marion right now. That was a well-played game, and you know, like Coach said, Henry, you know, Martinson said, we share the ball. We share it well, and it's really exciting. And we saw that they shared the ball, and that, you know, 5 players are involved, and that's what they needed, and that's what they got.
So Marion gets the win, 44-33, and we need to pick our player of the game. It is, well, go ahead and give the rebounds first.
Well, it ended up 24 all, and Linn-Mar 24, and Marion 24, 21 defensive, 2 offensive. For Linn-Mar, led by, no surprise, Tessa Casebolt with 8. And then on the Marion side, it was 15 defensive, 9 offensive, and that was 24. And they were led by Pavelka with 7.
So that leads us to our player of the game.
Yeah, good segue.
Brought to you by First Federal Credit Union, online at firstfedcu.com. They're proud to support high school sports, auto loans, checking, and the best savings rates in town. Find them at firstfedcu.com. And I think it's either Van Welden or Pavelka, but you said how many rebounds for Pavelka?
She had 7, and you know, I just like the way, they both played well, and even McAllister played, really well in there. And but if you're asking my vote, I think Pavelka really, especially that second quarter on, was just did a lot of nice things.
I will double that. How's that?
Okay.
We'll go with Matty Pavelka as our player of the game for this one, brought to you by First Federal Credit Union. Our play of the game brought to you by Carpenters Local 308, Bob Dobeck and Company at carpenterslocal308.org, dedicated to protecting their workers and providing the best trained workforce available. Apprenticeship classes and training are available. And it was a 3-point game going to the last possession of the third quarter. And Jenna Heinrichsey took one of those oh no, yes, three-pointers.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
And that put the lead to 6, and Marion
they never looked back.
Never looked back.
No, they didn't look back after that.
So that's got to be our play of the game here today. Play of the game brought to you by Carpenters Local 308, and they are online at carpenterslocal308.org. So Marion gets the win, 44-33. We get ready for our second broadcast of this window anyway. And this one should be a dandy. 2 rated teams going at it. 4A number 14, Maquoketa, going up against number 6 in 3A, Mt.Vernon for Nate Sanderson. And this should be a dandy coming up between old Wamak rivals, not Wamak rivals anymore since Maquoketa went over to the River Valley Conference, but they still get together every so often to play sports. So we'll get into that when we come back. We'll transition after Marion's 44-33 victory over the Linn-Mar Lions, and we'll get you ready on the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
At Jersey Mike's, we've offered a sub above since 1956. It starts with bread, fresh baked in our stores every day, topped with quality meats, cheeses, and ingredients, sliced and grilled right in front of your eyes. And don't forget to add the juice, the red wine vinegar and olive oil blend that gives a Jersey Mike's Subs its exquisite zing. Stop in and visit Jersey Mike's 2 metro locations, in the Fountains on the northeast side and on the east end of Marion near the corner of Highways 151 and 13, and coming soon to the Westdale area. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger, Dr. Janet Kuehl, and Dr. Jesse Henick provide education to families on healthy living and wellness. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels, or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Spinal Corrective Center has over 50 years combined experience in chiropractic care. And athletes, let us help you perform at 100% through sports chiropractic care. Call today at 319-393-3996 to schedule an appointment, or go online at spinalcc.com. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time. Your search for healthy, fast casual in the downtown is over. Whether it's a quick bite you're looking for or a freshly made smoothie, NutriSport and Smoothie has expanded healthy eating in downtown Cedar Rapids. Business professionals, as well as gym goers, are singing the praises of their freshly made wraps and breakfast bowls, while the smoothie lover can choose from a variety of nutritious fruit and protein options, including your choice of adding the newest Frontline supplements. For a fast, healthy, and convenient downtown option, look no further than NutriSport and Smoothie.
Welcome back to the Jersey Mike's pregame show from Johnson Hall as Rivalry Saturday number 19 rolls on. Our pregame brought to you by Jersey Mike's Subs. There are 2 locations, the Fountains on the northeast side of Cedar Rapids, right off Blair's Ferry Road and Edgewood Road, and on the east end of Marion at the junction of Highway 151 and 13, and coming soon to the Westdale area as well. Jersey Mike's Subs, a sub above. Maquoketa and Mt.Vernon getting ready to go at it in what should be a very, very entertaining game. Nate Sanderson, another year at the helm here, the former coach at Springville and at Linn-Mar as well, along with assistant coaching with Brian Wheatley up at North Linn. And there's a lot of anticipation to this Mount Vernon girls basketball season, much like it was for the volleyball season.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Meisters coming in, obviously, in their volleyball, but boy, what they bring to your program and team. And then, you know, I asked, you know, Nate earlier, I just said, you know, it's a big game early on for it. He said it is, and you don't want to be impacted by rankings right away in a loss. So he's already knows, you know, kind of by saying that, you already know that you know, should have a pretty good team, and you want to make sure that you have the best opportunity going into tournament play.
Well, Peyton Simpson back, most of the starters back for this Mount Vernon team. Peyton Simpson returning at 10 points a game. Chloe Meester, of course, is already signed, sealed, not delivered as of yet to Louisville to play her college volleyball, coming off a terrific season. Then you got Brindley Rasmussen coming off the bench, the Franks, Courtney and Taylor, Aaron Jackson, who got good playing time last year. And not only that, but you add Sydney Huber coming over from Xavier, where she started for the Saints last year.
Yeah, and so, you know, for her, the inside presence is already there with Mount Vernon, with Meester, and so that she likes more of that outside face in the basket, and that's going to help her game, and you know, gives Mount Vernon just really another good scoring threat.
Well, speaking of scoring threats, they're going to run into one today because the number 2 scorer in the state of Iowa, it is early, but everybody knew about Cora Whitell coming into Rivalry Saturday here, averaging 32.5 points for a Maquoketa team. Expectations have not been this high for Maquoketa girls basketball in a long, long time.
And a sophomore.
And a sophomore.
And a sophomore. And, yeah, really, really good player. And, you know, she shoots the ball well, gets to the line. And
shoots threes.
Yeah, so she's, you know, she averaged 12 points as a freshman, and you're just going to see huge things out of her moving forward. And this will be a good test because she's going to face Meester in the middle, and this will be really a good test for her and both teams.
Well, one of the big question marks and one of the big keys to this game is going to be, you know, Meester with her height, is she going to be able to chase Whitell on the perimeter? And likewise, is Whitell going to be able to keep up with the physicality of Chloe Meester?
Yeah, and those are going to be some things to think about. You know, you're going to have different styles of play, too. You got Maquoketa that's probably going to press. You're going to see some pressing and do what they do. And then you're going to see Mount Vernon and do some 2-3 zone and do what they do. So, you know, kind of a tale of two styles right now.
Aubrey Koyman, also a double-figure scorer, 12.5 points a game. She's only a sophomore. 4 of the top 6 scorers for this Maquoketa team are sophomores. For Chad Specht, who's back into coaching now, was at Central DeWitt when the Sabres were going through those great times.
Yeah, they had some really good teams, really good teams.
Once a coach, always a coach.
That's exactly right.
So Mount Vernon, their opener here today. Maquoketa already 2-0. They've got 2 games under their belts. Mount Vernon did have a scrimmage game a little bit early on with Mediapolis,
which is a good team to always scrimmage. Mediapolis had a really good program for years, and I don't know if Todd Borison's still there. Or
I'd have to look.
Yeah,
I would have to look, but always a good team at Mediapolis. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for this one here this afternoon from Rivalry Saturday here at Johnson Hall. For Mount Vernon, they're going to be the visiting team today. They will go with Sydney Huber, the junior, averaged about 7 points a game for the 6-footer last year, playing for Tom Lilly and the Xavier Saints. Peyton Simpson up front, the senior, coming off a junior campaign where she averaged 10.1 points and 3.3 rebounds a game. Chloe Meester will be in the middle, the junior, headed to Louisville to play college volleyball in a couple of years. And at the guards, it'll be the Franks. Courtney Frank, number 10, and it will be Taylor Frank, number 11. Those will be your guards for head coach Nate Sanderson and the Mount Vernon Mustangs. For the Maquoketa Cardinals, 2-0. They are rated 14th at 4A. Mount Vernon rated number 6 in Class 3A right now. Reese Kuhlman will be at 1 forward, a 5'8" senior. And Kuhlman averaging 3.5 points couple of assists and 5 rebounds, or make it 2.5 rebounds a ball game. Aubrey Kroyman at a forward, a 6-foot sophomore, 12.5 points a game to go along with 9 rebounds per contest. Cora Wydell, 6'1" and a sophomore up front, 32.5 points per ball game. Also 3.5 rebounds, a couple of assists, and shoots 52% from three-point range. Justice Armbruster, 5'6" and a sophomore, will be at one guard, along with Carly Kavanaugh, a 5'6" senior. Kavanaugh averaging 9 points a game, and she's a 35% three-point shooter. The head coach for the Maquoketa Cardinals out of the River Valley Conference in the North Division is Chad Specht. So those are your starting lineups as we get ready for our first half action. Brought to you by Spinal Corrective Center PC in the River Ridge Executive Plaza on the northeast side. Give them a call at 393-3996. And they are online at spinalcc.org. Doctors Kuhl and Kretzinger delivering state-of-the-art chiropractic care for athletes and their entire family. Our brief keys to the game brought to you by the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council. Don't want to forget them. And Mike Sadler at cricbt.org. Couple of keys.
Yeah, so for Mt.Vernon, key has got to break their pressure. So they got to limit their top players, obviously Wydell, and they got to get Meester going. And then if you're Maquoketa, their keys is, not get Mt.Vernon in the paint with Meester. And the other thing is they want to win the rebounding game.
So those are your keys to the game. Mt.Vernon, as I mentioned, the road team and new black uniforms.
I like it. I like the Stangs.
I'm looking for some maroon on them, though.
Boy, I'm
not
just
finding
the coaches.
any, though.
Yeah, just the coaches.
So they will be in the black with the silver and white trim for the Stangs, and for Maquoketa, they will be in their home white uniforms with the red numbers, the red shoulders, and the numbers trimmed in black. So that is the way they will line up here. And good officiating crew, refereeing crew for this one. From over in the Dubuque area, coming on down there, led by Mark Gassman.
Yeah, they got a guy from East Central Miles, the man in the middle.
I know.
Yeah.
Jeff Horst.
Yeah, that's right.
Along with Mark Gassman.
Yep, good crew.
And Sean Walton, the third crew. Well, this one should be a dandy. It really should. And Maquoketa, you got two teams I think they're going to try to get up and down the court.
Yeah, it'll be. I always laugh at their routines when they shake hands and stuff. They all have entertaining stuff. But yeah, Scott, just when you look at both teams, both teams have height. So you counter that, and then so it will come down to stopping, press, and it'll be, can we limit each team to second half turnovers?
The Mustangs led by Nate Sanderson, Ben Knake, and Lori Moss, and good to see Jason Pershing on the bench.
Yeah, he works at Prairie, teacher.
Oh, I did not know that.
And then McAllister, her mom is an elementary teacher at Prairie, so.
Got all those Prairie Hawk ties.
We got a Jackson in the house, another Lincoln, Ron Jackson. Boy, we're covered with Lincoln tonight. Sue and Amy Corn. Boy, were they good players in their day.
Certainly was. So in case you're just joining us, Marion defeating Linn-Mar 44-33. After this game, we'll have two contests before we're back on the air with you. It'll be PV and Centennial coming up next. Dyke, New Hartford, and Solon. And then we're back with 1A number 1 North Lynn and 4A number 2 Clear Creek Amana, which should be a whole lot of fun.
That'll be you got the run and jump versus the height, and that'll be fun.
North Lynn a little bit beat up right now, though. No Buter tonight.
That's right. Is Bodie
and Benish is out.
I thought one of the older Macy.
Oh, the Bogies, they're going to play.
Okay,
they will play.
The first one was they didn't know. She had some stuff going on with her heart, or
talking with Brian Wheatley, I think they're going to be good to go.
Yep. And I tell you, it'll be height versus
quickness.
Yeah.
We'll find out who's going to win that one. It'll be Wydell to tip it up against Meester as we are set to go From Johnson Hall, Mt.Vernon winning the opening tap, and we're underway as the Mustangs will go to the basket to our right. Meester to Frank, sets the screen, takes it into the lane.
We got Wydell on Huber.
They drop it inside. Meester too far into the basket, missed it, and the rebound to Kroyman. And you know that Mt.Vernon's going to run a whole variety of different defenses at Maquoketa in this game.
Yep, off that 2-3 zone. They'll do a lot of different things.
Nobody inside, and they threw it right to Meester.
Boy, that was a easy turnover.
Here come the Mustangs. Wing pass. Simpson on the drive. No look bounce inside to Meester. Post up. No. Got it back up and in for Chloe Meester.
And there's the second chance points right there.
And a 2-0 lead. The open here for the Mustangs. Kroyman takes it right at Meester. Goes up and scores. Went right around her and banked it home.
When you watch Kroyman, Scott, she's one you also have to watch if you're Mt.Vernon.
Maquoketa is going to put on some full court pressure. Broken. Nice bounce pass to Meester. Missed it. Put it up and in.
Boy, we just saw that song just a little bit ago.
Not padding those stats intentionally.
No.
4-2. Pass up court. Tip by Frank. And we're going to have a jump as Huber came in and tied up Kuhlman. And we'll stay with Maquoketa. Probably our biggest crowd of the day so far here.
Yeah. You know, your smaller teams, too, or towns, they usually pack them in.
For Maquoketa and Mt.Vernon. Inbound to the Cardinals, and Meester on the block of the reverse layup attempt by Kuhlman.
Yeah, that's hard to do, is get in there, and you got Meester right there in the middle and active, and I think, where's she going for volleyball? Was it
Louisville?
Louisville. I knew that, going to a big program.
Cardinals with the basketball. Wydell had it knocked away. Good defense by Frank. 2-on-1 break. Frank on the drive, lays it up and in for
She got
Courtney.
the human screen from Taylor Frank, too, all the way down.
Timeout, Chad Specht and Maquoketa. They're going to get a 30. And talk it over here. Just underway, minute 35 into it, and it's a 6-2 Mt.Vernon lead.
Right now, good timeout. Just one of those, Coach Specht just says, hey, you know what? Here's what they're doing. Here's how we adjust. And you guys are pretty good, and we're a good team, and let's just make those little adjustments right now.
So far, pressure has bothered Maquoketa a little bit.
Yes, and they're young. I mean, Maquoketa is young. But, yeah, they're going to extend it now.
This time it's going to be a little 1-1-2-1.
Yep.
Full court. This is the second different full court pressure we've seen from Nate Sanderson.
Can't take it inside right now.
Kroyman kicked it out to Wydell. She got doubled and a foul called. Frank or Simpson?
I think Frank, but I don't know. They're both all over.
It's going to be Taylor Frank to get the foul. And Wydell to the free throw line, also a lefty. And this is the first. Second in the state, all classes in scoring at 32.5 per game. And got the second one.
Well, if you're Coach Mule, who's National Coach of the Year many times for Kirkwood, and it's great that they host this and this opportunity for him to see some really nice players throughout the state too today.
Now Maquoketa with some full court pressure. The old Tom Davis.
And we got Wydell up on the top of that.
That's right. Courtney Frank, long up court pass to Taylor. Good look underneath the Simpson. Waits for the traffic go by and got the little set shot from the lane to go from 8 feet.
Yeah, Mt.Vernon did a good job breaking that press right over the top.
8-3 lead. Wing pass tipped out of bounds by Simpson.
I tell you, that active zone is really causing some problems right now for Maquoketa.
And the Cardinals will inbound. First game of the year for Mt.Vernon. They go back to the 2-3. Pass out front, tip. But picked up by Kuhlman. To Armbruster. Not a real big threat to score. In fact, she has not scored all year. Driving a kick out. Kroyman gets it right back. Left free throw line extended. And a travel on Maquoketa. Turnover number 3 already on the Cardinals. As they'll inbound it to Huber. He'll bring it up, hooks the no-look pass, turnaround 15-footer, swish through from Meester from the free throw line, and she's got 6.
Yeah, they're getting some good looks, making that extra pass.
10-3, 7-point lead and a tie-up over the far sideline.
Yeah, they do a good job just going after the ball. Didn't reach, didn't come across the wrist or anything, so good job by Mt.Vernon.
How tough the Womack was last year in girls basketball.
Well, and
a lazy pass, and White-L came up with the steal.
that's probably their only mistake.
Maquoketa throws it right back.
Good hustle by Mt.Vernon.
Going to go out of bounds. 5th turnover on the Cardinals.
Yeah, good job by Taylor Frank.
And it'll be Mt.Vernon with Courtney Frank to inbound. Mt.Vernon going to be one of the top teams in the WAMAC this year. Off the inbound, 3 up and good by Peyton Simpson.
Yep, that was a good special designed out of bounds play there.
You heard Nate Sanderson say 100, 100.
Yeah, she came off 2 screens from the bottom, good open 3.
But an answer on the other end for Carly Kavanaugh.
And they needed one.
And the scoring is on. It's 13-6. Hubert against the pressure. Had to go off her leg, picks it back up, and gets it right back. She'll fire from the right wing. Her 3 is off the back iron, no, and rebounded by White-L. 7-point Mt.Vernon lead. Not halfway here in the first quarter. Here's a turnaround 3 up, and it gets stuck between the backboard and the rim on the shot by Kuhlman. And that's it for the day.
You would think somebody would throw a ball down there.
And Chloe Meester tried to get it, couldn't do it. We got to have a backup ball somewhere.
Well,
Scott Monk is on it as we speak. We cannot, we can just get Bill Logan down there to jump and get it. There we go, one of the Kirkwood basketball players. Saving us all.
boy.
He really didn't have to exert too much effort there either.
They call that effortless.
13-6, nice inbound triangle, turnaround, 10-footer won't go left of the lane. The miss by Kuhlman and the rebound to Mt.Vernon. 13-6, Frank in the stutter dribble. Goes between the legs. Nice crossover on the drive and threw it away.
Good help, and that was a really good help side.
Should have shot it though.
Yeah.
Took it in and got a little bit too unselfish. Kroyman on the handoff, White-L through traffic, had it knocked away, and then trying to get it back, a foul on Maquoketa. And that is going to be on Aubrey Kroyman. Her first, team foul number 1. 6 turnovers already. As Brinley Rasmussen comes in off the bench for Mt.Vernon. Averaged 6 points a game a year ago. We got a tie up on the inbounds, and it will stay with Mt.Vernon.
Yeah, if you're Mt.Vernon, you either got to get that ball at the side quicker or reverse that ball, and don't let the trap come to you.
Nate Sanderson's blessed with posts this year.
Yes, he is.
In Browns, and here's Huber in the backcourt. Gives it back up to Frank, and they'll break the pressure. No-look pass to the wing. Simpson drives through traffic, and there's a reach foul.
That's too quick, too, there.
Yep, Kroyman's going to get her second. Team foul number 2, and she's going to take a seat. Kendall Kuhlman will come in, a sophomore, 5'7". So far averaging 3 points a game. Inbound, they try to stuff it into Rasmussen, and it went off her leg and stolen by Maquoketa. 3rd turnover on Mt.Vernon. Now they'll trap along the sideline. Cardinals wiggle out of it as Kuhlman up top. 2 Kuhlmans in there. Back to White-L. Deep NBA 3 won't go. Tipped out deep off a shoe and picked back up by Maquoketa. And the Cardinals will set it back up with a fresh shot clock.
I don't think White-L's played inside yet.
Kuhlman drives in, off balance, forced it up, missed it. Huber the rebound. Sydney Long, up court pass. Good look down low to Rasmussen, posting up. Turnaround won't go though. Got her own rebound. Back to Simpson for 3 and hits right at the key. This team has a little bit of everything.
They do. And Simpson's knocked down a couple here. Big shot there.
16-6. Kuhlman on the other end hits the three. Off the bench for Kendall Kuhlman. She's a 12.5% three-point shooter on the year. 16-9. Mt.Vernon just beats the 10-second count against the pressure. Huber stutter dribble, now on the drive. No look, wing pass to Frank. She'll drive in and kind of hand check.
Yep, beat her baseline and arms come out, a little shove. Those are the biggest numbers I've seen, Scott, on the back of uniform.
Armbruster will get the foul. Her first, third on Maquoketa. Carly Kavanaugh back in for the Cardinals. Aaron Jackson and Josie Niehaus will come in now for Nate Sanderson and the Mustangs. A deep team as well. Pass inside to Rasmussen. Had it taken away in the double team. Good weak side defense, and here come the Cardinals. Stop and go dribble over in the corner. Kuhlman gets it out of there to Kavanaugh. Now Wydell, she'll drive the lane all the way in with the floater and got it.
Well, and that's the one time Mt.Vernon got a little bit confused on the responsibility of the 2-3 zone and opened it up for Maquoketa.
16-11. Lead down to 5. Niehaus goes cross court. Courtney Frank will bring it back out. Gets a return pass behind the screen. Three, good. Rasmussen set the screen. And Courtney Frank says thank you very much.
Wow. Impressive outside shooting right now for Mt.Vernon.
Wing pass tipped around. Huber got a hand on it after Frank did. Long up court pass. Caught for a moment. And Mt.Vernon will get possession. Huber to Frank. Right back to Huber. Open. Three. Book it. 4 triples already for Mt.Vernon. And the first is a Mustang for Sydney Huber.
Yes.
There are going to be more.
There'll be more, and she's bringing the ball up a lot once, which is good to see.
Wydell, a deep three that's no good. That was a heat check three. Huber with the 2-on-2. She'll hook the pass cross court, putting it on the floor. 15-footer right free throw line, going to be way short by Jackson and out of bounds to Maquoketa.
Well, everything looked good, but the shot is just a little short.
It's Peyton Simpson back in, Taylor Frank in. 47.7 to play here in the first. And an 11-point lead for Mt.Vernon. Looking very good. Skip pass, cross court. That three won't go. Weak side rebound, Peyton Simpson. And trapped along the baseline, and her pass is deflected out of bounds. As Hadley Ihrig is into the game for Maquoketa. Sophomore, averaging 6.5 off the bench.
Shot clock they're trying to sign. There we go.
They're going to, should be at, well, I don't know. It's 31.6 on the big clock. And if that pass was deflected out of bounds, what do you think, Steve? You're the shot clock expert.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you what, though, that was it. In either way, I don't think it would be 19 seconds.
No, it's not 19. Now they got 30 up there. That makes more sense. All right. So Taylor Frank will inbound. Into the backcourt. Aaron Jackson to break the pressure on the crossover dribble. Gets it ahead in the front court. A fake, a three, and it's no good. That was a quick one by Niehaus, and then a whistle on the putback.
Boy, good offensive rebound by Simpson.
Peyton Simpson works hard.
She does. Strong.
Armbruster will get her second foul. She's got 2. Kroyman's got 2. And 2 free throws coming up for Peyton Simpson. Got the roll in the first. 9-point quarter already for Simpson. And make it 10. Already in double digits 24-11 in favor of Mt.Vernon. 13-point lead here quickly. Ehrig off the clear out. Going to go baseline, in and under. Gave it up, down to 8 seconds. Corner three, ball up and good.
And right now, Scott, if you look at Meester, she is hobbling. Something is not right.
Long three-point attempt, no good.
Boy, she's got an ankle or something.
Yeah, Meester turned an ankle. And she's going to come to the sideline at the end of the quarter. After one, Mt.Vernon 24 and Maquoketa 14. And we'll come back with quarter number 2 after this here on CRM Live Sports.
End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Laborers International Union of North America Local 43 is proud to be supporting high school sports. From individual members involved in coaching sports at many different levels to being fans, Local 43 is involved with our young people in the area. Members of Local 43 work in the construction, building trades, and heavy highway industries and are trained in environmental remediation as well as pipeline work. Local 43 is always seeking new members. LIUNA offers world-class training and education to start a safe career. Information is available at local43.org.
Back with the second quarter, Maquoketa with the basketball on the alternate arrow, and a three right of the circle, up and good. Put it in by Carly Kavanaugh. She's got 2 triples, 4 for the Cardinals now.
Well, they need it right now. They need. They got this game within a game again with 17-24 here, and so Maquoketa finally slowed it down a little bit and didn't let the defense, but they're not getting inside this thing. And Meester's still hobbling, Scott. I don't know, a little ankle injury.
Yeah, she said she's going to work it out. Armbruster just picked up her 3rd for Maquoketa. As coming back in will be Kendall Kuhlman. Ehrig also in there now to start the second quarter for Maquoketa. Meester holds it right above the free throw line. Simpson, right back it comes to Taylor Frank. She'll turn the corner.
Boy,
Frank
good quick step.
all the way in, got it back to Courtney now. Courtney drives in. Right back it comes. Taylor, far corner, 3 ball off the bracket, no, and the rebound to Ehrig. 24-17. Second quarter, high scoring affair here from Rivalry Saturday. Bounce to the free throw line. Back to the corner, open 3. That one no good. Finally a miss by Kuhlman, and the rebound to Meester. And she's favoring that ankle still.
Yep, she is. It's sore.
Courtney circles, hands it off. This is Jackson. Lobs it inside. Meester in traffic, couldn't come down with a good help side defense.
That was very good help side defense. Kuhlman slid over and got her hand on that. Steal.
Pull up won't go. Wydell, wild shot. And then they're going to get a foul on Mt.Vernon.
Does Wydell have a point right now?
She's got 3. Simpson's first. And the first of the quarter.
Have you ever seen jersey numbers that big in the back of a jersey?
I love them.
I do too. It's easy for us old people to see. But
Jeff Linder is loving them too. I know that.
Yeah, but boy, that's neat.
Maquoketa inbound in front court. Left of the glass looking in. Wydell in the dribble drive. She'll take it.
Tough
Off-balance shot. Good.
Boy, that was a tough shot, especially over Meester.
5 for Cora Wydell, the 6'1 sophomore. Pressure, nearly a steal, but Mt.Vernon gets it back. Now the tip pass. Here's Frank on the dribble drive. She'll take it all the way in and under. Posting up, goes up the left hand and scores. Courtney Frank with 7. 26-19. Mt.Vernon up by 7. Wydell fakes, steps in. Cut off there. Peyton Simpson doing good defensive work. Here's the 3 from the top of the circle. No, and Simpson the board. Ooh, dangerous pass, but got ahead to Frank. Taylor, nice touch pass inside. Meester up, no, but was fouled. She had a big height advantage.
Yeah, she's frustrated right now, a little sore, and then can't make that. And but boy, hard worker.
Kendall Kuhlman will get her first team foul, number 2 of the quarter. And Chloe Meester to the free throw line. 62% last year for Mount Vernon. And that one all net.
Only a junior.
And already with her college career decided. And got them both. Got to make you feel a lot less pressure on your shoulders.
Yeah, for sure. Just one less thing to worry about, and got the offer and accepted, and now you can just kind of enjoy the rest of your couple years of high school.
And of course, Sophia on the
another one.
Another Meester coming up. Here's a 3, good again by Kendall Kuhlman.
Well, I tell you what, Scott, when they needed a big shot, Maquoketa stepped up on a couple threes.
28-22, the lead at 6. Both teams playing pretty well here so far. Huber gonna get her for a walk. Shuffled the feet over there on the far side.
Yep, it's that quick shuffle.
Both teams now with 6 turnovers. Wydell, Kuhlman, both Kuhlmans in there. They play catch with it. You got 2 Kuhlmans and 2 Franks in there right now. Ehrig hook pass to the corner, that short corner, and threw it too high. Out of bounds.
Should bring in the other Meester.
Then we could have 3
yeah,
sets.
That'd be fun.
Except for the broadcasters.
Boy, I tell you what, Maquoketa still stays in that.
Simpson stepped on the sideline.
Yeah, I tell you, even on a sideline, to have a team stay in that full court 1-2-1-1, and they did, and that caused a turnover.
Aubrey Kroyman will come in. She got 2 early fouls. Number 2 scorer for Maquoketa. As Wydell thought about the 3, now steps back. This is a deep one that's no good.
Oh, good rebound.
Rebound and a block. Meester with the block. Just like in volleyball. Kroyman kicks it out to the right wing. That 3 in and out, back in again. 4 of them in the half for Kendall Kuhlman. She likes shooting at Johnson Hall. 28-25, and suddenly that double-digit lead is down to 3. Huber on the handoff. Weaving her way through traffic all the way in and scoring it with the right hand.
Yeah, a little stutter step there and gave her an advantage.
Sydney Huber with 5. 30-25 in this high-scoring affair. Wydell, nice drop-off pass for the easy 2 to Kroyman.
Boy, both teams have settled down now.
Mount Vernon got to get it in, and they just beat the 5-second count.
Well, they backed off there, just showed it once.
Over halfway here in the second quarter. Courtney
you can't
Frank.
lose sight of your player.
Back to Taylor. Puts it on the floor. Her 10-footer. It might have been partially blocked.
That's what I'm wondering.
No, apparently not.
Yeah.
There are a lot of tired young ladies out there right now.
Yeah, a lot of red faces right now.
Rasmussen back in for Mount Vernon.
Early in the season, and then you come off a little overeating, well, at least in our house.
They didn't. Niehaus back in for Nate Sanderson as well. Off the clear out, and there's a foul. They got Niehaus on the push on Wydell. Well, Coach Sanderson's going to throw a lot of different people at Cora Wydell.
Yep, I mean, he gives the 2-3, just gives different looks. Menster was so good on that 2-3 on top.
Oh, yeah, back in the day.
Boy, she could just, from Springville, just could really read things up there.
Ball kicked out of bounds. Going to stay with Maquoketa. They could tie it with the 3 ball here. Still 3:25 to play here in the opening half. We'll have the Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show at the break. Wydell plays catch Kuhlman, who's hit 4 threes here in the early part of the ball game. Casey Williams, her first appearance. They get it inside, and Kroyman had a running hook block by Rasmussen, and it's out of bounds to the Stangs.
Yeah, she stayed straight up on that. Rasmussen was smart and stayed straight up and was able to block it.
30-27, coming up on 3 to play. Simpson going to go one-on-one. Goes up with a leaner into a double team. That was blocked, but got her ball back. Got it over
Forcefully.
to Niehaus. 3 won't go. Chased down by Frank. Third effort here on this possession for Mount Vernon. Niehaus to Simpson. Tell you what, they're letting a battle inside.
They are. They are.
Rasmussen spins, puts it off the glass. No good on the follow-away. And rebounded by Kuhlman. That's Reese Kuhlman into the high post. Give and go. Turned down the shot. Got it back.
Got it back.
Up and good.
Wow. Well, it was a give and go right into her knee.
Aubrey Kroyman with her third field goal.
Good defense.
She's got 6, and now another steal.
Boy, Coleman, good job on that press.
Kroyman inside, turns, fires short from 8. That would have given Maquoketa the lead. And Mount Vernon gets it to Huber. She'll try it for 3. That's too strong on the NBA shot, and saved in from going over and back by Mount Vernon. Courtney Frank going behind the back with it. Sets up Niehaus for 3. No good. And another Mount Vernon offensive rebound. That leaner from the heart of the lane won't go. And we got a foul on Frank. Mount Vernon had 4 shots at it.
As a coach, you know, you look at that, and again, Coach Beck said we can't give them second chance opportunities.
And got away with it.
They did.
Eric Jackson in for Mount Vernon. Eric will come in along with Carly Kavanaugh from Maquoketa. 90 seconds to play here in the first half. It's been a fun one. 30-29 Mount Vernon. Turnaround 15-footer. That's going to be way short by Williams. And an offensive rebound for Eric of Maquoketa. Nearly threw it away and does. Rasmussen came up with it. Turnover number 8 on the Cardinals. Aaron Jackson has it. Whips
Nice
the pass.
internal pass.
Huber on the follow-away from 10.
Boy, that was a nice pass by Jackson. Recognized it before she even got the pass, and quick dump inside.
32-29. Sid Huber now with 7.
Yep,
and a carry going to be called.
She saw a backdoor cut by Erig, and she held the ball and then put it back down again. So.
Could not get rid of it before the walk. Wydell back in for Maquoketa.
Right now they're keeping Meester down for a little bit, maybe giving her an opportunity to rest that ankle.
50 seconds to play here in the first half. 32-29 Mount Vernon. Lob pass, free throw line, high post. Rasmussen had it knocked away. Got it back, sets a screen for Huber. Little screen and roll to Rasmussen. Can't get it to go though.
It's a good cut.
30 seconds to play. 3 would tie it here for the Cardinals. And they'll try with the hot hand. Kuhlman missed that one though. She's got 4. Comes out deep to Aaron Jackson. Mount Vernon can go for 1, but they won't. Frank all the way in, got caught in the air.
Good no call. That was
threw it away.
Out of control.
I agree with you. 10 seconds to play. Wydell gives it up.
Oof.
They whip it cross court. Earring on the baseline with 2. They're going to have to shoot it. And the 3 at the horn is good. As it's banked
we're tied
in by Kendall Kuhlman. The bank is open on a Saturday afternoon. What a second quarter for Maquoketa. They outscore Mount Vernon 18-8, and we're tied at the break 32-32 between the Mustangs and the Cardinals. We'll come back with the Ben Ritter Sportswear halftime show for you right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Centrally located in downtown Cedar Rapids, Hard Drive Elite is not your traditional fitness center. While other gyms offer one-size-fits-all solutions, HD Elite specializes in crafting individual workouts based on your specific needs. You'll receive one-on-one attention from an experienced trainer who both designs and provides game-changing service to the area's top youth level and college athletes. No matter what your age, when seeking help with your personal fitness goals, contact the professionals at Hard Drive Elite today. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids. Whether you need long-term care or short-term rehabilitation for your elder, one visit to Westridge Care Center and you'll see what has made them one of the finest nursing care facilities in the area since 1992. At Westridge Care Center, our number one priority is to make all loved ones in our care safe and healthy. Westridge Care Center implements the Eden philosophy to reflect an environment of living as a habitat for humans instead of a place of frailty and waiting. Call 390-3367 to arrange a tour of their privately owned single-entity facility with private rooms with all the amenities. Westridge Care Center, 3131 F Avenue Northwest, Cedar Rapids, and online at westridgecarecenter.com. At Hunt Graphic Innovations, it's the personal touch that counts. If you're serious about creating an eye-catching website or need assistance in graphic design for print, newsletters, posters, signs, or banners, Hunt Graphic Innovations has the experience to help get the job done. With personal attention and competitive pricing, discover the difference Hunt Graphic Innovations can make for you. Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com.
It is the Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show from Johnson Hall, the 19th annual Rivalry Saturday, and we've got a good one. At the break, tied at 32 between Mt.Vernon and Maquoketa. Scott Unash, Steve Dozer with you. Bim Ritter Sportswear needs screen printing or embroidery for your company or special event. Give them a call at 364-3479 or check them out online at bimritter.com or just stop on by and see Gary and the staff at 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. The first quarter that Mt.Vernon won by 10 at 24-14, and then Maquoketa behind the three-point prowess off the bench of Kendall Coleman got it back to a tie at the break, outscoring Mt.Vernon 18-8 in the second quarter. And let's take a look at the halftime scoring for Mt.Vernon. Peyton Simpson leading the way with 10, including a couple of three-point goals. 8 for Chloe Meester. Did get a slight ankle injury there in the first half, but Meester with 8. 7 for Sydney Huber, and Courtney Frank has chipped in with 7. For Maquoketa, Kendall Kuhlman off the bench with 15 points and came in as a 12.5% three-point shooter into this basketball game. Made 5 of them, including a bank 3 at the first half buzzer. 6 for Aubrey Kroyman. Carly Kavanaugh with 2 threes for 6, and Cora Whitell came in averaging 32.5 a game, held only 5 in the first half. Three-pointers, 7 made three-pointers for Maquoketa to 4 for Mt.Vernon. Neither team to the free throw line a whole lot. 4 out of 4 for Mt.Vernon in that first half, while Maquoketa was 1 for 2. Turnovers, 9 for Mt.Vernon and 9 for Maquoketa at the break. And you're back in time just to give you, do you need a moment to catch your breath?
Yeah, no.
No, you're good? Look at what great stamina you have
right
after Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Right now is Maquoketa has 12 and Mt.Vernon has 15. Maquoketa is led by Coleman with 3. And then for Mt.Vernon, they are led by Huber with 3.
Not a lot of missed shots, not a lot of rebounds to be had in that first half.
No, there really isn't. But, boy, both, Mt.Vernon hit some big shots early, especially with, I like how Simpson played. and then Mt.Vernon, and then Maquoketa hit some big threes, kind of settled things down and got them back in the groove.
Yeah, it did. And, of course, this is game number 5 of the 8 here at the 19th annual Rivalry Saturday. And big thanks to Scott Monk, who, of course, the girls basketball coach, along with the AD, one of the ADs up in the Maquoketa Valley, and does just a tremendous job putting this on along with TNT 5 basketball. But earlier on, in case you missed it, Cascade got the day started with a win over Springville, pulling away in the second half, 61-32. Then it was Monticello beating Maquoketa Valley, 45-38. Esterville Lincoln Central looking every part of the #1 team in Class 3A. They beat Western Dubuque, a pretty good Western Dubuque team, 52-33. And then our first game we had today, Marion beats Linn-Mar, 44-33. Immediately following this, it'll be a 5A battle. Defending state champion Pleasant Valley, and Coach Getz will take on Coach DeYoung and Ankeny Centennial. And then the defending 2A champion Dyke New Hartford Wolverines will take on Kelly Levine and the Solon Spartans.
All right, 2 good games.
Really good games. And then you've got the one we will have for the nightcap at about 8:30 tonight, as it'll be the Northland Lynx taking on Clear Creek Amana. Always a fun day of girls basketball. Used to be December and in January, and Scott moved this a few years ago to the basically the first Saturday of the year, which I think works out a little bit better for most teams.
Yeah, I think so. And you know, it's fun to have these games early on. Kids are pretty much healthy, and you want to have everybody at their best, and it's just fun to see good teams early on. You don't get to really see that until maybe the state tournament.
And now we've lost the scoreboard. Now, it's only fitting that Mt.Vernon comes out of their locker room while Solon is coming into the gymnasium. You know, they cannot get away from one another.
No, they can't. Little something you call a little rivalry
between Solon and Mt.Vernon on Highway 1. We're going to take a break, get you ready for the second half of action here from Johnson Hall. Tied at 32. Back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
In your search to locate a good old-fashioned family-owned pizza joint, skip the run-of-the-mill franchise options and head to Roscoe's Pizza on Edgewood Road behind Taco John's. At Roscoe's, the Hunt family is dedicated to providing mouth-watering pizza prepared from the freshest ingredients available. Choose from our 4 delicious styles of crusts, then add your favorite toppings to create your own personal pizza delight. Need a quick lunchtime alternative? Take advantage of Roscoe's Fast and Go noontime specials. And yes, they even offer gluten-free options. For the tastiest local experience, give the professionals at Roscoe's Pizza a call and surprise your family with a one-of-a-kind eating experience today. American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details. Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
Second half, Mount Vernon with the first possession. And Peyton Simpson with a driving layup that's no good. And it'll be Maquoketa going to the basket to our right. Here's Wydell. High arching step back 17-footer, rimming no. And Meester the rebound. Both teams with their starting lineups. The Franks, Huber, Simpson, and Meester for Mount Vernon as they throw it away for the 10th time. And for Maquoketa, Reese Kuhlman, Kroyman, Wydell, Armbruster, and Carly Kavanaugh. Armbruster with 3 fouls and Kroyman with 2. Kroyman inside. Got doubled, gets over to Wydell. Off the clear out. Step back, high arching 3.
That's a tough shot.
And came up short. Yeah, that was a little too far out.
Yeah, that was a step back about 25 feet out.
And using Meester as that high post. Handoff. There's a little roll to Meester. Missed the layup, though. And rebounded out of there by Kroyman. Maquoketa has not led in this basketball game.
No, this is a chance right here.
Can't get the 3 to go. Rebound. Meester tipped it to herself off the miss by Kavanaugh. Up court pass. Huber beat everybody back. Layup won't go, though. Chases
Good
on.
hustle.
Frank going into the Mount Vernon bench. That's Taylor. Saved it back in to Courtney. So the Franks doing a little bit of family helping each other there. 32-32. We played a minute and a half here in this second half. Brought to you by Epiphany Dermatology and Dr. John Woolner on Council Street Northeast in Cedar Rapids. 5 on the shot clock. Drive and a layup good by Taylor Frank.
Yeah, they're bringing Meester up to the high post and, you know, that pitch and catch and move.
Ooh, collision at the center line. Play on, and Maquoketa with a basketball. Over to the baseline. Kroyman missed badly.
Ooh.
And the weak-sided rebound and a foul. And it's going to go against Armbruster, and that is going to be her 4th. So not a scorer, but a good defender, and she's going to have to come out. Mount Vernon facing the pressure.
Yeah, you know, they bring Huber up now, and she's, you know, just looks more relaxed playing out top of the ball with the ball in her hand and moving the ball on offense.
Courtney Frank working on Ehrig, who replaced Armbruster in the lineup. Lob down in the block. They work the triangle right, and they're going to get a walk on Simpson. Little shuffle when she caught the ball.
A couple of those we've seen today.
As Mount Vernon with a 2-point lead. Little half-court man pressure right there. Wydell, a deep NBA 3, and got it behind the screen.
That, yeah, that's probably the farthest shot we'll see in a few games, Scott.
35-34, and that's the first Cardinal lead. Simpson, the answer on the other end for 3 from the short corner. 13 for Peyton Simpson. That's her first points since the first quarter. Long diagonal wing pass inside. Kroyman goes up with a leaner and drew the contact.
Yeah, she went right after it too. Kroyman got the ball, went and put the ball down, and just literally went right after her.
That'll be the first on Chloe Meester. And it will be free throws for Aubrey Kroyman. Connects in the first, 58% on the year. Maquoketa early in the season shooting 74% from the line, and as I say that, I caused the miss.
We're about 80% when we do that.
We are very good at that. Nice look inside. Meester can't get it, trying to get her own rebound. Does. Kicks it to Matt Huber. Puts it on the floor. Little floater, no. Another offensive rebound. Back to Frank for 3. That's no good. And Wydell fouled on the rebound. I think they got Huber.
Yep.
That's the first on Sydney Huber. Saw Mom earlier today.
Yeah, they're sitting straight across from us, halfway up. She can put the ball in the hole.
Oh, yeah. There she is.
She's an okay shooter.
Just an okay shooter. At the free throw line.
Good move.
Nice drive in.
Yeah.
They got the foul on Meester.
You know, they did the same thing, kind of a little pitch and handoff, but didn't hand off, and then she just did a spun and took it right to the hole, and now you're seeing her confidence going up, taking it right at Meester.
And, yeah, they're taking it right at Meester here in the second half.
You know, and you see Croman is 6 foot, so that's she doesn't look 6 foot when she's next to Meester.
8 now for Aubrey Kroyman. And in and out. And Meester with the rebound. 37-37. It's come up on the halfway mark of the third quarter. Good catch inside by Meester and got fouled.
That was a good pass, too.
Yeah, Taylor Frank and a nice touch pass.
Yep.
And that foul will be on Hadley Ehrig. First on Ehrig, team foul number 2 of the quarter. And Chloe Meester to the free throw line and misses the first.
Meester's got 9 rebounds, so she's really had a pretty good third quarter start already.
See Dad over there on the Mt.Vernon football staff of Coach Peterson. What a game we had with them in Williamsburg. That was for the state championship, folks.
Yeah.
Nice penetration and a dish, and 2 for Kroyman.
Boy, you're just seeing Kroyman's game pick up here. Just a lot more confidence.
Maquoketa back up 1 as we saw back and forth, 39-38 with 3:40 in the third. And Mt.Vernon's going to go with a trio off the bench here at the next dead ball. Simpson coming around the high screen. Little pick and roll to Meester. Can't get it to go.
Oh, I got to block out.
Offensive rebound, though. Simpson double down to Huber. Good whip pass to Meester and got the layup.
She wasn't too sure of that one with her look on her face. Little relief, I think.
11 for Meester. 40-39 Mustangs by a point. Wydell into the front court. They'll bounce in the high post. Kroyman, nice crossover. Got Meester in the air. Drew the foul.
Travel. Yep.
And Chloe's got 3. All in the quarter.
This quarter, yeah. Well, right now, you got to think about got to entertain, either learn to play with it, but I would get her out probably.
I think she's coming out. Kroyman hits the first. Here comes Rasmussen, Niehaus, and Aaron Jackson into the game. As it'll be Taylor Frank going out, Peyton Simpson, and Chloe Meester. One more. Trying to give Maquoketa the lead with 3:07 to play in the third. And rattled it home. Well, you could tell what Chad Specht wanted to do. He wanted to take the ball right at the bigs.
Because before they weren't. They were just kind of throwing it up before, and they're getting it blocked tentatively going up, and that's changed.
41-40. Courtney Frank standing dribble outside the wing left side. Lob pass up top, stolen. Ehrig got a hand on it, one-on-one the other way.
Don't foul.
Ehrig had it knocked away. Good defense there by Aaron Jackson. Up ahead, Niehaus. Ooh, got her defender in the air, and everybody's up and okay.
Wow.
And there's a lot of blood out there. And I wonder if Niehaus lost a contact the way she's kind of looking around.
Well, where's the blood? Is that
well, that's out of the nose or mouth, one or the other. Wydell got the foul. That'll be her first and the team's third. And yeah, we're going to have all kinds. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's from the nose or from the mouth.
I don't know.
Trainer is out there.
It's like the nose right now, the way it's.
Probably better if it was the nose.
Yeah, I tell you. It
was a great fake by Niehaus. Got Wydell in the air and unfortunately came down right on top of her. And she'll get a big hand from the crowd.
You just hope it's not anything with the teeth or, you know.
Yeah, you just hope it's not. And And they're going to take her right back to the athletic training room.
Yeah, but somebody's got to get out there and got some cleanup on aisle 3.
I just hope it wasn't a tooth or anything
That's
they're
what I'm
looking
hoping.
for.
I mean, you just really hope it's nothing with the teeth.
Yeah, that's going to be the last thing that you would want to see in this situation. It's going to be a little cleanup. So we got 2:39 to play in the third, 41-40 in favor of Maquoketa. We'll take a break, come back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Looking for the best in commercial and residential flooring? At Schumacher Carpets and More, it's the little things that count. Family owned since 1987, the professionals at Schumacher have what you're looking for. Whether it is carpet, luxury vinyl plank, ceramic, laminate, or wood, their personal service and quality products set Schumacher apart in the flooring industry. Famous for a relaxed and pressure-free shopping experience, let the experts at Schumacher Carpets and More break down your options with just a simple conversation. Call, visit, or request an online quote from their website today. First Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor high school athletics. We understand the hard work and dedication it takes for these students to succeed on the field or in the classroom. At First Federal Credit Union, we work hard every day to listen, solve problems, and are dedicated to finding ways to help you with your financial needs. From home loans to auto loans, checking, or even the best savings rates in town, we're here to help you achieve your goals. Learn more about First Federal Credit Union at firstfedcu.com, member NCUA. At Jersey Mike's, we've offered a sub above since 1956. It starts with bread, fresh baked in our stores every day, topped with quality meats, cheeses, and ingredients, sliced and grilled right in front of your eyes. And don't forget to add the juice, the red wine vinegar and olive oil blend that gives a Jersey Mike's subs its exquisite zing. Stop in and visit Jersey Mike's 2 metro locations, in the Fountains on the northeast side and on the east end of Marion near the corner of Highways 151 and 13, and coming soon to the Westdale area. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger, Dr. Janet Kuehl, and Dr. Jesse Henick provide education to families on healthy living and wellness. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels, or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Spinal Corrective Center has over 50 years combined experience in chiropractic care. And athletes, let us help you perform at 100% through sports chiropractic care. Call today at 319-393-3996 to schedule an appointment, or go online at spinalcc.com.
Back with you here at Johnson Hall as we are at a halt of the game with the blood cleanup going on out on the floor after a big spill for Josie Niehaus, who is over to the right being attended to. And definitely...
Oh, they're looking at her teeth.
Yeah, there's...
Maybe it's a cut on the lip.
Cut. Hopefully it's just a lip cut.
It's a cut.
And all the teeth are there. But they've got trainers over there. I would assume a doctor or dentist over there as well. And all kinds of blood out on the court that they're taking care of at this point. And they'll get that all taken care of. I mean, you've been in these situations. You've had knees.
Yeah, I remember Chelsea Paddock goes down and she had just a cut on her forehead, but boy, the pool of blood that comes out and just gets everybody shaking and
that's right.
Scared.
You've got to take care of the athlete, but then you also have to take care of a lot of psyche going on right now.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully both teams recover and she recovers.
And while they attend to her, we're going to get back to the game, and we got a foul. Good inbounds play. They get it to Brindley Rasmussen, and she's going to go to the line. And the foul is going to be charged to Reese Kuhlman. Her first, team's fourth. Both have 4 with 2:37 to play in the quarter. As a free throw in and out. Just that was just one of those things.
Yeah, I mean, it was just hard-nosed. I mean, both teams are just hard-nosed, going for any loose ball and anything. And, yeah, just one of those happened. And, again, you just hope it's maybe a cut to her lip, and
it should be okay.
Yeah.
41-41, second free throw, good. 2:28 to play in the third as Kendall Kuhlman, 5 threes in that first half, off the bench, back in the game now for Maquoketa. Here's Kroyman circling into the lane, got doubled, kicks it over. There's Kuhlman for 3, that one won't go. And the rebound to Peyton Simpson, back in for Mt.Vernon. Simpson and Huber, they work the triangle right.
Throw that.
Good dump pass, but it was broken up.
Yeah, she was double teamed, and you got to make another pass, but that one.
On the other end, quick pull-up won't go by Kroyman, and then a foul. A little bit of a frustration foul going to go against Reese Kuhlman.
Coaches love those, Scott. Those little frustration fouls.
Is that why you don't have many gray hairs?
No.
But every time that happened, you got one, right?
You did, and yeah, you just. But I get it. You're a competitor and an athlete. You're just frustrated with yourself. You just want to go out and make a positive play, and a lot of those times those aren't positive.
Courtney Frank with the 2-shot situation, gets the first to dance and fall. She's got 8. It's 42-41. Mt.Vernon back out in front as Huber will check out. One more coming up for Frank. And it's short, no good, and the chase is on.
Boy, you could almost hit a push.
Goes out of bounds, and that one's going to stay with Mt.Vernon.
Good hustle by both teams.
Yeah, they're going after it.
They are.
42-41 Stangs, and Mt.Vernon with the basketball with Taylor Frank. Standing left-hand dribble, she'll bring it back. Lobs it to Rasmussen. Frank drives, kicks it back out. Open 3, rimming no. Missed by Jackson. And a push underneath against Mt.Vernon. And they're going to get the foul on Rasmussen. That'll be her first. And, well, there was a substitution. Can't do that yet. And that's the bonus for this quarter for both teams. And a couple free throws coming up here for Aubrey Kroyman. And gets the roll on the first. First made free throw of the year for her coming into the ball game. Meester coming back in now.
Yeah, she got 3 fouls and
second one short. Wydell, the rebound, putback won't go.
Boy, that almost was another quick one.
Courtney Frank with the power dribble the other way. Leaves it for Jackson. Pull up 3, no good. Wydell clears the board for Maquoketa. Minute 20 to play in the third. We're stuck on 42 here. Bounce into the high post. Drive right of the lane. They get it down to Kroyman. She'll go baseline, in and under. Kicks it far side. Kuhlman, another 3.
Boy.
Kendall Kuhlman with 6. 3-pointers, that is.
Yeah, well, you know, it starts with the drive by Kroyman and kick out for an open look.
45-42 as we're under a minute to play. Jackson, step back behind the screen to answer with the triple.
There it is. You know, she had a couple good looks earlier, and good thing is she wanted to shoot it again, and that's kind of in any Jackson's repertoire.
She hit 40% last year.
Yeah, nice shooter.
Wydell just beat the 10-second count against the pressure. Tied at 45. Boy. Kroyman inside.
Again.
Goes up strong and scores.
Kroyman makes a hesitation, gets her to move a little bit, and yeah, she's got to be careful.
15 for Kroyman. Mt.Vernon down 2, and they try to step it inside.
That was Kroyman.
And the ball taken away, and then
almost
almost
Kroyman with the hand.
Mt.Vernon getting it back.
Well, she's up and moving, Scott. Got some ice.
That's good news.
Yep.
And hopefully everything's okay with Josie Niehaus.
Yep.
17.4 to go. This is a big possession right here for both teams.
Yeah, you got 10 seconds left.
Mt.Vernon playing that 2-3 zone on the drive. Frank almost came up with the steal. Ball loose. 3 seconds.
Pass here.
They'll go into the lane. Kuhlman on the 10-foot pull-up. No good. And that's it for the third quarter. We got a good one. Buckle the seatbelts. We'll head to the fourth. It is Maquoketa 47, Mt.Vernon 45. And back with the fourth quarter right after this, as you're listening to high school girls basketball here on CRM Live Sports.
Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com. The Cedar Rapids Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time.
Fourth quarter, and Maquoketa with the ball first. Here's a turnaround 10-footer right of the lane. Won't go by Kroyman, but Maquoketa the offensive rebound. Kick out three, no. Out of bounds it goes. It'll stay with the Cardinals.
Boy, it's got both teams. When that ball goes up, they hustle for every rebound, every loose ball.
Inbound, right of the glass for Reese Kuhlman. Left free throw line, turn around, won't go from 17 on the line driver. As Reese Kuhlman with the miss. Here comes Mt.Vernon the other way.
Shot.
Frank to Simpson for three, and she hits. 16 for Peyton Simpson. 48-47. Simpson going for the steal, nearly came up with it. But the Cardinals with the ball. Kroyman on the drive, took it again against Rasmussen. Missed it, put it up, no, and a foul.
First one possible, second one, yep.
And two free throws coming up for Aubrey Kroyman. Second on Brindley Rasmussen. And Kroyman to the free throw line has been there a ton in the second half, but missed that one. Kroyman, Wydell in there, along with Kavanaugh. Kendall Kuhlman with 6 threes off the bench and missed them both. Huber the rebound, Rasmussen, Simpson, along with Aaron Jackson and Taylor Frank, I beg your pardon. Inside to Huber, follow-away shot, good with the right hand on a follow-away 10-footer. That was a tough shot.
That was kind of a little shoulder over the shoulder fall away.
50-47, Mustangs by 3. Wydell left wing open 3, can't get it to go. Rebound wrestled for, Maquoketa's got it, and the putback slips up and in by Kendall Kuhlman, and a quick timeout by Chad Specht. And this will be a full timeout with 6:36 to play in the game, and Mt.Vernon up 50-49. We'll take a break and come back with more after this here on CRM Live Sports.
End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member.
Back with you from the 19th annual Rivalry Saturday. Scott Unash, Steve Doser with you. Full court pressure applied by Maquoketa. Mt.Vernon will try to break it, and they do with Huber. Brings up with the right-hand dribble, tried to go cross-court, ball tipped away and stolen. Kroyman came up with the steal off the tip. That's the 14th Mt.Vernon turnover.
Oh, take it to her.
Yep.
Take it to her.
Kroyman inside, cut off by Meester. To Wydell, fakes the three, got doubled, kicks it back with 16 on the shot clock. No look bounce to Wydell. She'll pull up, baseline jumper, no, but a foul. Got bailed out.
Yeah, she did. Who they're calling that on? Oh, Simpson.
Going to be on Simpson. Second on Simpson. Second of the quarter, and the free throw no good.
Boy, those are so crucial now. 3 in a row.
Wydell 78%. And Mt.Vernon going to be happy that Maquoketa's missing free throws. They miss another one, but an offensive board. The pass up top deflected, but stays with Maquoketa. Taylor Frank got a hand on that one. Cardinals working the perimeter.
Go around her. There you go.
Inside to Kroyman. Got Meester in the
Yep, her
air. Near
hand
the
came
foul.
down. Yep, you can't do that. Your hand came down, and they're going to call that every time.
Yep. That's 4 on Chloe Meester.
Well, I'd be setting her at the high post each time right now.
Right now in this second half, Maquoketa is 5 of 10 from the free throw line. They get that one though. Kroyman 6, or now Maquoketa 6 of 11. Kroyman in double figures with 16. And make it 17. Running out of spots.
She's had a really good game.
Full court pressure put on by the Cardinals. With the 1-point lead, we've still got 5:40 to play in the ball game. Huber directing traffic, goes behind the back with it, driving a kick outside. Good catch over there by Taylor Frank. Gets it to Courtney. She'll go baseline. 16 on the shot clocks. Rasmussen gets doubled. On the drive, Frank kicks it over to Courtney. 3, no, and a rebounding foul on Rasmussen.
Yep.
So Brindley's got 3 and Chloe Meester's got 4. And the fouls this quarter are 4-0, with Mt.Vernon picking up 4 of them.
Not what you want.
51-50, Maquoketa by 1. Dangerous pass up front, and contact and play on. As Wydell tried to catch that pass, got a little contact. Kroyman, her shot in the lane, good from 10. She's had the big second half. She's been the difference. 53-50, and Mt.Vernon needs a bucket. Simpson takes it into the lane, jump stop, cut off by Kroyman. Sets the screen now. Taylor Frank coming around it. Kicks it over now to Courtney. Into the lane. Leaner off the glass. Good. Count it in a foul.
Ankle.
Hope she's okay.
Scare. Yep.
And the foul is going to go against Reese Kuhlman. And a chance at 3-point play just when Mt.Vernon needed it the most. As the free throw up and good. 3-point play. That's 11 now for Courtney Frank. And we're tied at 53 as we come up on the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. Kendall Coleman, cross court. They'll bounce it inside. They're going to double down on Kroyman and cause the walk.
Yeah, Kroyman didn't know what she wanted to do. She had people moving on offense, was looking at them, was thinking about making a move, and feet moved.
Aaron Jackson back in, replacing Taylor Frank. 53-53, 4:17 to play. Huber brings it up with the power dribble. Plays catch with Frank in the perimeter. Maquoketa in the man-to-man. Drive. Here's a head and shoulder Frank. Fake. Frank takes it in, kicks it out. Jackson open three, short. Barely caught the iron, but Rasmussen the rebound and a foul.
That's a big rebound.
And Kroyman gets her third. Only the second of the quarter, as Hadley Ehrig in for Maquoketa. And she'll replace Armbruster, who will check out. She's playing with 4 fouls. Inbound, they get it to Simpson, posting up. Turnaround, too strong. Rasmussen tried to keep it alive and tipped it down to Kendall Kuhlman. 53-53. Nice turn.
Boy,
shot
that was
good
a nice turn
by Kroyman.
Boy, and that's
21.
oh, she's had a good game, and that's something Coach Sanderson was worried about. He said we got to stop, you know, obviously Wydell, and then you got to stop Kroyman.
55-53. They forced the pass inside.
They did. And they fronted her and had her behind.
And that's turnover number 15 for Mt.Vernon. Feed right of the lane. Kroyman, 2-person game. Out to Kuhlman, 3, no good. And the rebound to Rasmussen. Mt.Vernon on the run. They've got a 2-on-1 break
Good
from behind.
hustle, and she saved it.
What a play. And then saving it off the leg.
Tell you
It's
what, Reese
Maquoketa.
Kuhlman, that might have been, we'll see, that could have been the play of the game so far, but boy, that was some good hustle.
Full timeout taken by Nate Sanderson in Mt.Vernon. 55-53 in favor of Maquoketa. We'll take a break, come back with more from Johnson Hall after this here on CRM Live Sports.
American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details.
Back with you here from Johnson Hall. We've had a good one. 55-53 with 3:05 to play. And the foul situation right now is 4-2. As the next foul will put Maquoketa into the bonus, the 2-shot bonus for the rest of the game. And now, see what Nate Sanderson's going to do here, Steve, after that timeout.
Yeah, and he's got to change things up. He's got to start setting the tempo defensively again like they did the first quarter. You're seeing a little bit more pressure.
And a 2-3 zone.
Well, and you want to have Maquoketa start rushing some shots here.
Wydell plays catch in the corner with
I thought she was
Kuhlman.
going to shoot it.
Kroyman inside, turned down the shot, kicks it out to Ehrig. She got doubled down the 3 in the shot clock. Someone's going to have to shoot it. 3 in and out, no good. Rebound, no. Might have been blocked. Back it comes to the baseline. That shot too strong, and the weak side board to Huber. Turns, goes the other way. Lead pass up ahead to Frank. Tough catch, couldn't do it. And it goes back over to Maquoketa. Now the ball deflected up court, and there's a push and a foul on Courtney Frank. And that's going to be the bonus for the last 2:19 of the ball game.
Meester's coming back.
As Reese Kuhlman's going to go to the line, looking for her first point of the evening. And got it. That was a good time for it. So Meester for Rasmussen for Mt.Vernon. And Reese Kuhlman will try to give Maquoketa their biggest lead. Couldn't do it.
And an offensive rebound. Oh, turnover.
Wydell threw it away. Threw it right to Huber. One possession game, 56-53. Simpson, a quick three,
Wow.
buried it left of the circle. That is ice water in the veins.
That is huge. Wow.
56-56, under 2 to play in the ball game. Kuhlman, dangerous pass. Ehrig had to go up top to retrieve it. Wydell, a quick three, won't go. Weak side board to Maquoketa. They'll get the rebound. Kroyman into the lane and got blocked, but they got the foul on Meester.
Where you could hear a groan.
And that's 5. And she'll foul out with 1:43 to play. And Chloe Meester will come out with 11 points.
I tell you though, Rasmussen's done a nice job, Scott. I mean, she really has, and senior. And
Kroyman hits the first. Yeah, Rasmussen's got 3 fouls too.
yep. But she's done a really good job coming in to spell Meester.
Free throw number 2, swish through.
Well, how about Kroyman, huh?
It was Kendall Kuhlman in the first half and Aubrey Kroyman in the second half for Maquoketa. 58-56, Simpson beating the pressure. Penetrates, gets it in to Rasmussen, turned down the shot to Frank. Right back it comes. Rasmussen posting up. Duck under move, shot
nice
good.
move. That's what you break down in post-guard breakdown, and that's the stuff you work on. And that was textbook.
58-58, minute 13 to play in the game.
You got a feeling it's going to come down to a big free throw here.
Kuhlman circling right, gets it to Ehrig, drives baseline, got doubled, lost the possession for a moment, threw it in the corner and picked back up by Maquoketa. Ehrig on the fake, 8 on the clock, and a foul on
Calling a
Mt.Vernon.
block, but that was a reach.
And we'll see who that foul will go against.
Simpson.
Yes, third on Peyton Simpson with 57.6 to play.
Yeah, if this goes overtime, that's going to be interesting with fouls.
Ehrig's free throw, high archer in and out. We'll have our play of the game brought to you by Carpenters Local 308. Online at carpenterslocal308.org at the end of this one. Tied at 58, and it's 59-58. 1 out of 2. First point of the night for Ehrig.
Here comes the pressure.
Huber gets it in. You take a quick shot, get a 2 for 1 here maybe?
Oh boy, you got time. I just think you got time and you work for your shot here.
Simpson circling right, down the lane. Simpson fouled in the leaner.
But I tell you what, who do you want to have the ball in the hand here, right?
I'd say Simpson.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the foul will be charged to Ehrig. Her second, team's third of the quarter. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Simpson. Got the first one. And we're tied at 59. 17 for Peyton Simpson.
Boy, if you think if you're Maquoketa, you almost got to put Kroyman back up on that free throw line, get her the ball, and let her work towards the basket.
Kavanaugh back in. Second free throw for the lead. Front iron and good. Simpson with 18, 60-59, Mt.Vernon, 38 seconds to play. Each team with timeouts remaining. Wydell, bullet pass up top. Kroyman drives in, kick to the corner for 3. Kuhlman, no. Huber the rebound and a quick foul with 27.6. That's not free throws, though.
Not yet.
Next one will be, as Maquoketa will bring Armbruster in for some defense. It'll be Courtney Frank to inbound at backcourt. Looking, will lob it in, catch by Simpson. And she'll bring it up. They're trying to foul her. Simpson all the way in, and she did get fouled. Might be Wydell.
I think so.
Nope, they got Kroyman, and that's 4.
Yeah, Kroyman. Yep.
And Peyton Simpson, 4 out of 4 from the free throw line.
Well, that's who you want up right now.
21.9 to play. And Simpson puts it up and rings it out. Missed it.
Yeah, one possession game.
The player of the game brought to you by First Federal Credit Union coming up at the end of this one.
Shot clock will be off.
Free throw number 2, good. Hit every part of the iron, but went in. 61-59. 19 seconds to play. Weidell's been quiet. Picks it up in the center circle, hooks the pass to the corner.
Dangerous.
And tipped out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout.
Yeah, full.
Full timeout taken by Maquoketa with 13.4 to go. And down by 2, 61-59. Back for the finish after this on CRM Live Sports.
Laborers International Union of North America Local 43 is proud to be supporting high school sports. From individual members involved in coaching sports at many different levels to being fans, Local 43 is involved with our young people in the area. Members of Local 43 work in the construction building trades and heavy highway industries and are trained in environmental remediation as well as pipeline work. Local 43 is always seeking new members. LIUNA offers world-class training and education to start a safe career. Information is available at local43.org.
Big thanks to Local 43. Laborers International Unions of North America for their help. 13.4 to go, 61-59. And do you go for the tie or you go for the win, Steve?
Well, you know, if personally, you get it to Kroyman and just let her go and let her operate. And Meester's out, so if it goes into overtime, Meester is out. So, you got to get it to Kroyman. She's having the half right now and let her operate.
Or kick it out to Kuhlman.
Yeah, or Kuhlman for the 3.
And if you're Mt.Vernon, see how they play it. Looks like they're picking up man-to-man on the inbounds. Far sideline, front court. Looking, Rose Kuhlman getting in, bounces it to Weidell with 10.
Yeah,
Weidell gave it up. Cross-court pass,
need to make
thrown
that
away.
pass. You did not need to make that pass.
And now you got a foul if you're Maquoketa.
Yeah, now you got to foul instantly. But, boy, you did not need to make that pass. And I tell you what, Coach Sanderson, you go to man-to-man. I don't think they were expecting that.
7.6 to play. Mt.Vernon with the ball and a 2-point lead. Courtney Frank to get it in. Finds Huber. And Weidell gave up the foul. And that'll send Sydney Huber to the free throw line in her Mt.Vernon debut. Mom made a few clutch free throws in the day.
Yeah, and maybe a couple threes in her day.
That's, of course, Stacy Freeze.
Yeah, boy, he was fun to watch.
Free throw, no good.
Okay, well, you're in a one-possession game.
Either with the make, it's a 3. Then I think you foul, don't you?
Yeah, I think you have to.
You got to get this one, though, first.
Well, you get it about half, not even, but yeah.
One more.
But you got to make this.
For the 6-foot junior, Sydney Huber on the way, got it right through.
Yep, they needed that.
And a timeout going to be taken by Nate Sanderson in Mt.Vernon with 6.7 to go. And we'll have the Westridge Care Center postgame show for you coming up after this. I used to be a believer of you did not foul, and I've seen too many games given up and tied in this situation. I think you foul now with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, and the hard thing is yeah, there's a school of thought on both. I mean, but you're right, Scott. You're seeing more of that. You're seeing more of that, but and right now, do you draw up a play for man-to-man or do you drop a play for a 2-3 zone right now? But
I think you just try to get it in and
I
go.
do too. I just think you got to go, and they're gonna, if I'm Coach Sanderson, I mean, if they're going, you let them go. You don't need to do a darn thing when they get inside the lane. You just cannot give them a 3 right now.
Been a good one. Tied at half at 32 between 14th rated Maquoketa and 4A, number 6 and 3A Mt.Vernon. Best game of the day here on Rivalry Saturday. All right, going to be Maquoketa to throw it in. It's going to be Carly Kavanaugh.
Well, this is interesting. So Mt.Vernon's going to pick him up, which I agree with.
They're going to face guard the passer. So Kavanaugh looking to get it in. We'll get it into Wydell.
Nope,
Will they
no
foul?
foul.
They tried, and they did get it with 3.5. Simpson's fourth. I agree with it.
Yeah. So if she makes the first, you got to miss second.
Wydell is 1 for 4. And Megan 1 for 5.
That didn't even have a chance.
Came in averaging 32 and a half a game.
She just looks frustrated.
Yep, she's had a tough day.
There won't be many of those, though, for her.
One more up and missed it. No good. Rebound to Simpson.
Where's the possession arrow?
And it's going to go to who?
Yep,
Mt.Vernon.
That's it.
1.7. Now you just throw it in the front court.
Yep, doesn't matter.
Comes in, foul with 1.1 as Wydell
You just don't
fouls
want to
Huber.
throw it across the three-point line and give them a chance at it.
And Mt.Vernon going to get a win in their opener, and they had to earn it.
Yes, they did.
And lost one of their players, Josie Niehaus, to a mouth injury. As the free throw is good, and that's going to do it. 4-point lead with 1.1 to go. And the Mustangs are going to go to 1-0 as both free throws good. 64-59 is your final. As Mt.Vernon holds on and gets the victory in this one. We'll take a break and come back and wrap things up for you from Johnson Hall right after this here on CRM Live Sports. Back with the postgame coming up right after this.
No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member. Your search for healthy, fast casual in the downtown is over. Whether it's a quick bite you're looking for or a freshly made smoothie, NutriSport and Smoothie has expanded healthy eating in downtown Cedar Rapids. Business professionals, as well as gym goers, are singing the praises of their freshly made wraps and breakfast bowls, while the smoothie lover can choose from a variety of nutritious fruit and protein options, including your choice of adding the newest frontline supplements. For a fast, healthy, and convenient downtown option, look no further than NutriSport and Smoothie. Whether you need long-term care or short-term rehabilitation for your elder, one visit to Westridge Care Center and you'll see what has made them one of the finest nursing care facilities in the area since 1992. At Westridge Care Center, our #1 priority is to make all loved ones in our care safe and healthy. Westridge Care Center implements the Eden philosophy to reflect an environment of living as a habitat for humans instead of a place of frailty and waiting. Call 390-3367 to arrange a tour of their privately owned single-entity facility with private rooms with all the amenities. Westridge Care Center, 3131 F Avenue Northwest, Cedar Rapids, and online at westridgecarecenter.com.
Back with you on the Westridge Care Center postgame show. Scott Unash, Steve Dozier with you as our first two here at Rivalry Saturday in the books. Marion with a win, 44-33 over Linn-Mar, and Mt.Vernon gets the victory 64-59 over Maquoketa. And that's why this one-day extravaganza, Steve, was put together 19, 20 years ago, because to play games like that, to get you ready for the season, and that's going to help both teams.
It is, and I just think this early Rivalry Saturday is exciting. Gets the year, sets the tempo for the year. When you have a late year, people are kind of in that, sometimes you get in a doldrum or something. But I like this early, and again, you have I don't know how Scott does it, but he gets good teams here. He just really gets a lot
well,
of good
he and
teams.
Jeff Linder.
Yeah, Jeff Linder. Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, it's just nice that they really work hard to get these good teams. And if you're local Cedar Rapids area, why not come out and see such good talent all day long?
Each team had their chances.
They did. They did.
And like I said, it turned out to be a whale of a basketball game in the end. But if you're Maquoketa and you're driving home, you're thinking about 12 of 24 from the free throw line.
Yeah, they struggled. I mean, it hurt them, especially that last quarter. They missed some key free throws, and that could have either put them up or may put the pressure on Mt.Vernon. And every time, Scott, they needed a big shot, who stepped up? Peyton Simpson. I mean, every time they needed something, and boy, what a game she had.
Let's take a look at the final totals here on the Westridge Care Center postgame show, brought to you by Westridge Care Center, a privately owned facility that offers 24-hour community of care, which ensures each person feels welcome. Call to learn more about their services or to schedule a tour at 390-3367. And they are online at westridgecarecenter.com. Big thanks to Richard Curfey and everybody over there at Westridge. Final totals, scoring in the ball game for the Mt.Vernon Mustangs. They win their opener. They had 4 in double figures, led by Peyton Simpson with 22 points, 5 triples in the ball game. She showed no fear.
Zero fear, and she wanted to be that person to step up.
So Peyton Simpson ends up with 22 points, 12 for Sydney Huber, including a 3 out of 4 from the free throw line to put it away right there at the end. 11 for Chloe Meester, Courtney Frank with 11. Off the bench, Brindley Rasmussen had 4, Aaron Jackson 3, Taylor Frank had 2. For Maquoketa, they dropped to 2 and 1 on the year. 2 in double figures. Aubrey Kroyman, the 6-foot sophomore, had a big second half, ended up with 23 points. 20 off the bench for Kendall Kuhlman. Hit that on 6 3-pointers to go along with the 1 2-point goal. 8 for Cora Wydell, came in averaging 32. Mt.Vernon held her to 8 this evening. 6 for Carly Kavanaugh, 1 for Reese Kuhlman, and Hadley Ehrig had 1. Bench scoring was 21-7 in favor of Maquoketa. Cardinals with 11 turnovers. Mt.Vernon I had with 16 turnovers here in the ball game. Free throws, though, a big difference. Mt.Vernon 14 of 19, so not too bad percentage-wise, but Maquoketa was 12 of 24, 50% from the free throw line.
Well, it did come down to free throws. I mean, it came down to a one-possession game.
What about rebounds?
Yeah, rebounds, it was all Mt.Vernon. 23 defensive, 12 offensive for a total of 35. And they were led by Chloe Meester with 9. And then on the other side, 24 rebounds, 13 defensive, 11 offensive. And they were led by Kroyman with 6.
We'll come back and have our play and player of the game for you when we return. You're listening to high school basketball here on CRM Live Sports.
Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org. First Federal Credit Union has been helping homeowners for almost a century. Options are crucial when it comes to a first-time home purchase, mortgage refinancing, or a bill consolidation loan. Being able to select the absolute best loan for your situation can literally save you thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an experienced homeowner, First Federal Credit Union will work to find the solution that is right for you. Learn more at firstfedcu.com. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to wrap things up here for the moment from Johnson Hall. Don't forget, we'll be back, well, probably about 8:30. We're a little behind now due to that game, but what a matchup and what a game it was as Mt.Vernon beats Maquoketa 64-59. Time to pick our player of the game, brought to you by First Federal Credit Union. Big thanks to Tom Chalstrom, everybody at First Federal. They're proud to support high school sports, auto loans, checking, and the best savings rates in town at firstfedcu.com. I think we got to go with Peyton Simpson.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, anytime they needed a big point or needed somebody to step up, and just hard-nosed, too. Just well-deserved.
Well-deserved, and 22 points, had 3 big threes in the ball game in the second half, 5 overall, and she wanted the ball at the end.
She wanted to be the one to have the ball in her hands, and that's what you need.
So congratulations to Peyton Simpson, our player of the game, brought to you by First Federal Credit Union. Our play of the game brought to you by the good folks with Carpenters Local 308, online at carpenterslocal308.org. Dedicated to protecting their workers and providing the best trained workforce available. Apprenticeship classes and training are available at carpenterslocal308.org. And I'd like to go back to, it was a 1-point lead for Mt.Vernon. And I'm going to go to a defensive play in this one. They changed, went from the zone to the man-to-man, and that change caused a turnover on the play.
That was the play. I mean, that really was the play, and that was a difference maker.
So that defensive adjustment by Nate Sanderson and Mt.Vernon, that's going to be our play of the game, brought to you by Carpenters Local 308. And they're online at carpenterslocal308.org. 2 good games, and we got 1 more to go. Ankeny Centennial and PV out on the floor, getting ready as we speak. Solon and Dyke New Hartford will tee it up after that. And then we'll be back with North Linn and Clear Creek Amana. Brian Wheatley and PJ Sweeney going at it. Going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yep, great basketball.
4A versus 1A. You do not get that in basketball very often.
You do not, and that's just a credit to North Lynn's history, that's for sure.
So we'll have that for you probably around 8:30 coming up tonight here on CRM Live Sports. And going to say goodbye for just a little while, Steve. We'll let you go get some vittles or something.
All right, sounds good.
All right, that's going to wrap things up from Rivalry Saturday for just a little while. And again, we'll be back at about 8:30 coming up tonight for North Linn and CCA. Want to thank all our great sponsors. Thanks to all of you for listening. And for Steve Dozer, Scott Udash, saying so long for just a little while from Johnson Hall here on the Kirkwood campus. And our scores of our games here this afternoon, it was Marion over Linn-Mar, 44-33. And Mt.Vernon beats Maquoketa, 64-59. You've been listening to a sports presentation of CRM Live Sports. And so long from Johnson Hall.